Yo, we back with another video. We got shocking, funny, strange, creepy videos for y'all for today. It's gonna be a good one. Y'all going to sit back, relax, and let's get right into it.
Somebody better call Offset and tell him Cardi don't put a root on him. So Cardi dropped the video saying that she has an
She a witch?
announcement coming soon, which we all think is going to be an album announcement. But let's be clear, in that announcement video, she is surrounded by crows. She's holding a crow, she's kissing a crow, and she's saying, "I am not the villain, I am your karma." Ooh! And just in case you didn't know, Cardi comes from a line of workers, honey. Peep that altar in the background. And recently she was pictured with her Alekes on. So she comes from a line of workers. In the video where she's teasing this announcement that's coming, she is surrounded by crows. She's holding crows. She's blowing a kiss at a crow. She's releasing crows. And a lot of people...
Crows are very spiritual, and they can be used against other people. If you feed them and you connect them with them. And they said crows could mess with you for a lifetime. In this lifetime, on to the next lifetime. Oh yeah, she doing something. She doing something.
think crows represent unaliving, but they actually represent transformation. Let's get into it. During the announcement, Cardi is saying like, look, I'm transforming. I'm stepping back into my power. It's been 7 years of love and loss and hurt and all these other things. And she's like, I'm transforming and elevating out of that. Crows represent transformation, but not just transformation in the form of life to unaliving, but also in the form of being unalived and then giving life. They represent rebirth. They also represent a transformation in victory and elevation. They also represent karma. So when she said, I am not the villain, I am your karma, and she's surrounded by these crows, I said, baby, Offset better go see the lady and get that reversal going. He better get that return to sender going, because, honey, the work is being done, but it's not necessarily being done on him. She's doing the work on herself, and she knows that she is elevating and stepping into her era of power and victory, especially because she keeps acknowledging it's been 7 years. It's been 7 years. 7 is the God number. 7 represents God energy. It represents connecting to your highest divine self and manifesting as your highest divine self. She's saying, I am elevating, and may you have the life that you deserve. Woo! Offset, go see the lady. Go see the lady. Because the work is done. Somebody better call.
That's my number. 25. 2 plus 5, that's 7.
Have you ever heard of drug eggs? It's the translation for Mayak eggs or Korean marinated soy eggs. My only guess why it's called this is because it's so good, it's addicting. Start by boiling 6 eggs for 6 minutes and then dunking them in an ice bath before peeling. And for the marinade, it's just half a cup of soy sauce, 3/4 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 Thai chili pepper, 1 large jalapeno, 1 ounce of sliced green onion, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, and 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. Give it a good mix and carefully drop your eggs in the soy marinade and then cover and store in the refrigerator overnight and serve over rice for breakfast. The jammy egg is salty, sweet, and spicy. The perfect start for your morning.
Okay, let's try it. And oh. Okay, wait a minute. I was not expecting all of that flavor.
Jamaican? She's Jamaican?
Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
I don't understand. Let me try to describe this to you. Because I left it in there for 2 days, it is completely, the flavor of the marinated sauce or whatever it is, has completely engorged the egg whites. So now it's like tender and firm and the flavors is just bursting from the actual egg whites. And then the egg yolk inside. The egg yolk has been cured on the inside. So it would have been originally runny, but now it's runny and it's gooey and it's the texture is top tier, and then the flavors of all the raw ingredients with the soy sauce and the sugar and the this and the that together, splendid, splendiferous, magnificent. This is getting a 9.5 out of 10, bitch. This is a chicken salad.
Wait a minute. Thought she was Jamaican. I thought she was Jamaican. Somebody said the accent was Christ crossing, so I know it's good. Yeah, she definitely switched up her accent. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you was Jamaican.
Have you ever?
Hey, the blackness came out.
This is a powerful practice. Check this out.
So when you
good having fun so
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You got some good chaos
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
Ready to kill it?
Hell yeah.
You guys got to do good in the Fanatics games. We
Got to.
Who is it? Who's doing it?
I haven't did the Fanatics games yet. I'm about to do this right here.
You're helping him, right?
I think Speed doing it?
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Okay, man, I'm gonna check it out.
Brady's number 1 right
Okay,
now.
I'm gonna check it out.
Fan is number 2.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. For sure. For sure.
Look at his face. Look at his face. You better be careful, Khan, man. Shoot. Them the elites. Them the I don't even know what to call them, the weirdos. You feel me?
Oh, good having fun so
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, why?
You gotta be a mad motherfucker to pick up a hot ass grill. Like, what the fuck did she do? Like,
For real, what did she do?
just fuck the barbecue at this point, shorty.
Everything burnt, I bet.
Why you lying? We never cracked. All we did was smoke. You want to be grown? Go be grown somewhere on the streets of Chicago. Gee, you know it ain't safe out there. But at this point, I'm gonna leave myself. I never gave a fuck. I just got kicked out the crib. You the reason this happened, so you gonna have to ask your mama to let me stay in.
Can my girl come stay at our crib? She got kicked out.
Yeah, she can stay. I support whatever y'all got going on.
Then I'm gonna go hop in the shower.
What is happening? The anti-black propaganda that some of this AI has been showing is like extremely devastating to the black community right now.
After we put our pajamas on, I'm gonna talk to you about what happened.
Hey, and I want to apologize for what I did.
It's 8. You had me singing like Mariah, but did you pull out?
You never told me to. My bad, shorty. What?
Okay, I'm ready to take this test.
What?
I just took the test degree, and it turns out that...
To be continued, bitch, no!
Why you lying? We never...
So we could take it. Dang, that's scary. Y'all is getting out of hand, man. Actually, yeah.
Talked about enough is that how weird people are around people who just have a light or people who are pretty. I would say even semi-conventionally attractive and you're kind. People's behaviors manifest in such weird ways around you. And if you have strong discernment, you can always pick up on what somebody is really doing. I'm talking about behaviors like if you're speaking to someone and then someone else tries to interrupt you multiple times and it becomes like a repeated behavior over and over and over. If you are having a specific conversation about a specific topic and then someone else tries to change the topic, people trying to ignore you on purpose. It's just things that you notice and you pick up on and you're like, why are you doing that? It's behaviors that are so subtle and so small that you can't really call out because it would make you look crazy. You know what your experience is. I really feel for people who are super and uber attractive because I'm sure they have to deal with things on an every single day basis that are like that. They become distrustful because of it. People are very, very weird, and it makes that person very jaded about everyone else because they don't know what they're on with them. They don't know what they're on with them. Like, a lot of people project their own insecurities on other people. Or like the worst thing is when people are secretly craving you telling them bad things about things that are going on in your life. The other day, I told someone that I needed to drop my car off somewhere, and they were like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. I just need to get my 2 windows in the front retinted." And they were like, "Oh." And it was just the way they were just, I don't know, to me, it felt like they wanted me to say something was going on with my car. It's things that are so subtle, but you know that they're doing that because it's their insecurity manifesting. It's not talked about enough.
It is true. It do be like that. I get her drift. I'ma just say that.
I had somebody come in my comments the other day talking about being married ain't no flex. Tug, girl, you a lie. Baby, being married is the biggest flex you could ever make. Okay?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is she backing up? Is she backing up or am I tripping? Please, man. What is going on?
A man, especially a fine, strong man with a great brain and mind, shoot. For him to say he's going to protect and provide for you for the rest of your life, to have and to hold, through sickness, through death, baby, yes, it's the best decision I ever made. Let me tell y'all something. If it's not a big flex, why are so many women at speed dating occasions and events? Why so many women on these dating apps looking for one? You don't even know what you're talking about. Being married is the best thing that could ever happen to a woman, especially when it's a good man. And let me tell you something, when you get that good man, you take care of that good man. That's what you do. You don't be no loudmouth controlling heathen with that man. You do your part as a woman for that man. The Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So if it's a good man out here looking for a good woman, you better be the good woman or you ain't gonna get the good man. Baby, my marriage is lovely. I love it. He's my best friend. We pray together, lay together, eat together, travel together, love together, gossip together. We do everything together. We combine incomes together. We ball together. I help him make good decisions and he helps me. He's the head. I follow. Baby, my husband is everything. And you get you a good man, talking about being married is not a flex. Girl, you's a lie. Look at all these women. If it's not a flex, why, if you the only person in the crowd with your girlfriends getting married, everybody jealous of you? Because it's a flex. Even gay men out here trying to find a man to get married to, because it's a flex. So I don't know if don't nobody want you. You probably not marriage material. You better get your mind right. Start treating these men with respect. Because, baby, you don't want to be single out here in these streets. You don't. I haven't needed anything since I've been married. I haven't had a need for anything. My life has been well taken care of, and I'm grateful for it. So you better get you one, baby. Go America. So
she getting a follow from me. I ain't gonna lie. She a real one. That's what I'm talking about. That's real. she gotta be a Taurus or something. That's what I'm talking about. That we need more women like her. That's real.
You could. If you punch yourself and it hurts, are you strong or weak?
It would depend on how hard you're doing it.
That don't hurt. But if I did that to somebody else, it would.
Yeah. Why you trying to cause harm to yourself, nigga?
I think it's a mind thing.
You think it's a mind thing?
Yeah.
Nah, it gotta be.
You're expecting it, so like your body ought to like adjust itself.
But you talking when you caught off guard?
Yeah. If you
couldn't lie about anything you did because your life testified against you. Hand in hand, action for.
I remember I looked up a video on how does it feel to right? And he popped up talking about hell and all this. Talking about, I don't believe in that stuff though. I feel like it's just deeper than that. It's way deeper than what we think. But you know, everybody got their own perspective on things, so maybe that's why he experienced that.
Tiffany Haddish just gave an interesting
Yo, this shit is creeping in like it. Is this what they were talking about? Is this what they meant by tomorrow's us? Nigga, is that a face? What the fuck? Yo, this shit is creeping.
What if I told you Earth didn't just appear? It was formed from the body of a dragon goddess, and we've been living on her remains ever since. Tiamat was a primordial dragon goddess in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. She ruled over the salt waters and represented the divine feminine, raw, untamed, and powerful. But the gods feared her power. The younger gods, led by Marduk, rose up against her. In a cosmic war, Marduk slayed Tiamat. But what he did next is what changed everything. He split her body into two. One part of her body became earth, the other part became the sky. Her blood, her bones, and her breath all became part of Earth's creation. So when they say Earth is alive, they mean it literally. And you want to know where oil and gas comes from? That's her flesh breaking down over time. We're draining the essence of a divine being to fuel our world. The fall of Tiamat wasn't the end. It was the beginning of Earth as we know it.
For those of you that don't know, I got 32 and a half years clean off crack, and I got 4.5 months clean out Percocets. So if y'all could please drop me some words of encouragement, some words of affirmation in the comment section, and watch this video for at least 5 seconds. See, I'll turn 60 next December, and I'm trying to plan my 60th birthday solo trip out of town. And where y'all come in, if y'all like this video, share it. Give me some words of affirmation, words of encouragement in the comment section. I would appreciate it. I really would. But y'all please like, comment, share. 60 next year, the big 60. I'm saving up, and with y'all help, just by watching this video for 5 seconds, I'm still struggling sometimes, so I need some words of encouragement and a few words of affirmation. Thank you, and please like, comment, and share with y'all.
I hope she stay on that journey. So addiction is bad.
It's funny that niggas be fiending to get on 2-mans until you put them on that 2-man, bro. Now listen.
People who are emotionally immature will never see you expressing your feelings about something they did to hurt you as a chance for connection or an opportunity to grow as a person. They will only see it as an attack on their character, which means they will project everything back onto you and make you the villain.
Now listen.
You don't need to keep.
I listen to a lot of things. First, I want to connect some dots here because they are connected. Okay.
This is a
So you.
I'm finna beat y'all motherfucking ass. I'm finna beat.
Hey, kids. Some kids do be needing a whipping though. So
you was, or originally, you being a carbonated being, we was breathing hydrogen when we was at our highest frequency before they landed on this planet and put us under light cold lockdown. We were breathing hydrogen, and this is why your carbon it wasn't this brown rust. This is a rust look. Like how a gun get rust on it, this is a rust look that we have, y'all. We are luminous beings. We used to glow. In the hydrogen you breathe, you was either blue, red, or green. This is what they showing you in Avatar. This is what Yoda represented. This is what even fucking Hellboy represented. He was red. He was in monster form. But notice that I was gonna show you those superhero people with either red, blue, or green. That represent our original looks. And some of us even had a rainbow complexion. Some of us had every color on us. Some of us. Just like some of us had wings. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us, but some of us had wings. You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand that if you understand the science, you'll see just how much this shit is not science fiction. Okay, let me say that again. Once you understand the science, real science, right, you're going to understand just how much this shit is not science fiction. They were showing you. Because you can look into the medical field. See what I'm saying? Most people don't tap into the medical field or their biology like that. Or their molecular biology on a molecular level to break that down. To understand why you a God. To understand when I'm telling you this stuff. I'm not just saying this. I'm not just saying this. I know I can give you the science behind why I'm saying this. It's a difference. I'm not just no crazy motherfucker saying some shit with no science to back up what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? This is a fact. I keep telling y'all, even with the sun, I try to get everybody to understand what the sun is. It only glows because of the chromosphere. I'm gonna keep saying it. It has a chromosphere. If there's no chromosphere around the sun, it wouldn't even glow. It wouldn't even glow. It wouldn't even glow. The moon doesn't have a chromosphere. I've been telling y'all this since last year. The moon, they're using the moon to harvest souls. That's what the moon is used for. Alright? And to affect the wobble of the planet. Okay? To make the planet wobble. To keep it off balance. But the moon emits anti-photon energy. Alright? The sun emits photon energy. So when you in front of the sun, you can feel the heat of the sun. And the sun isn't motherfucking 3,000 light years away.
Yo,
none of that shit. Did they
why do they say that? Ain't no, that sun is not 3,000 light years away. Come on, man. They really said that. That BS. Like, that right there, that's how y'all should have known that the space ain't real. When they said that, you should have known. Yeah, they lying. They lying.
Told you. Nigga, the sun is right here within the realm, right above your head. You feel the heat off it. You feel me? You feel the heat off the motherfucking sun, nigga. On the back of your neck, and they got you thinking the sun is 30 million light years away. Nigga, I'm looking right at the sun. Nigga, can't be that high up, but nobody ever thought about that.
Right.
Nigga, you looking at the sun. So you believe the sun gonna look that low in the sky and it's 30 million light years away. I don't give a fuck how big they said it was. Nigga, I keep telling y'all what a light year is. When they send something that's 30 million light years away, they said it takes light. Light, nigga. Light. Look how quick light is. Look how quick that is. Look at that. Let's cut it off. Now look how quick, come on. Look how quick that is. They said it take light. Hold on. Science, this is scientific experiment. This is my thesis. That this is all fuckery. My thesis right now, and that this theory about the sun is all fuckery. Okay? It's fuckery. Ain't no goddamn earth spinning no 1,000 miles per hour on the axis rotating around no motherfucking sun, nigga. And you said the sun
it's fuckery. Nah, they really be lying. It's funny. Like, they will literally keep up a lie. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, it's like this and it's like that. They really be lying. And some of them lies, it's just like, it's just ridiculous. Like, you lie. Like, come on, man. Cut it out. That's a shame, man.
You said it take 30 million light years, so that means it takes like 30 million years to reach us from that point. Now, think about how fast light is. Look how fast that is. They said it take like 30 million years for you to see it. So if they said something 30 million light years away, that's what they mean, nigga, that it takes like 30 million years. It takes 30, like they tell you. This star is 2.8 billion light years away. So that means that it takes the light from this star 2.8 billion years to reach your retinas for you to see it. Once again, let's think about how fast light is now. That motherfucker fast. That's fast, y'all. Speed of light. Speed of light. The speed of light. The speed of light. The speed of light. 30 million light years? Okay, so you telling me the sun is 30 million light years away. So you was
just lying.
Here's how you can
Sleeper cell, friends, if you live in the United
And Trump, why is you announcing this shit to us like we got something to do with this shit? We ain't got nothing to do with it. Stop fucking talking to us, having them folks over there thinking that we with you. Iran, we not with him. We don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with us, for real. Trump, why? Why, bro? Why you carry your ass over there fucking with them folks? God damn it. Iran already done told us. They been telling us since your last motherfucking presidential run. Bitch, don't come over here with that bullshit. And what you do? Take your motherfucking ass over there with that bullshit. Iran already been showing they ain't fucking playing. They mean business. They standing on what the fuck they talking about, Trump. Why did you take your ass over there and bomb them people? Iran, look, we ain't got shit to do with that. If you want the address, I promise you, if y'all got an iPhone, Apple Maps, that motherfucker, it's nothing. Quick, bitch. Android, my grandma got one. I can hold her shit, send that shit to you real fast. It's nothing. I'm only 20. We in World War III. Like, I'm so motherfucking lost. Like, what is going on in America right now?
Do I think the planet is flat? No. Do I think Earth is flat? Yes. The other day, I made a video on the whole flat earth theory, and a lot of people didn't understand what I was trying to explain. So today, I'm going to demonstrate the planet and Earth and how they're both different. This is the planet that we live on. But on this planet that we live on is a firmament placed right above us. And when I say us, I mean the 7 continents that resides inside of this firmament. So while this is called planet, this is called Earth. Planet, Earth. Planet, Earth. How are they different? The planet is a large cosmic body. Here on Earth, the only way we can travel to the planet is through astral traveling and dreaming. That's it. No one has ever physically left the dome.
All right.
And for the people that likes to believe in NASA or, you know, oh, people went out in space to the moon, all that bull crap, if these people can
light years away
here, they would not be building bunkers. Y'all don't ask yourselves logic questions like that, but I do. So the planet itself is a large cosmic body, the multidimensional, the unknown, things that the 3D mind cannot comprehend. So a lot of people think that beyond the ice walls are different worlds, and I'm here to tell you guys right now, it's not what you think it is. When it comes down to different worlds, that does exist on this planet, but outside of Earth. It's not inside of here with us. So when people think beyond the ice walls, there are different worlds there that they try to keep us from. They're keeping us from something else, but it's not different worlds. Mother Earth, she is not called Mother Earth for nothing. It is actually a woman, divine feminine energy. And we all came here to learn one thing. That was to love. That's it. And we forgot. When you look at this, you can actually tell that we're inside of a woman's womb. We never left. And she is protecting us. And she is waiting for us to remember who we are and to love one another. I know we've been taught when we think of love or hearts, we think of red or pink. You know, those are the 2 colors that we think of. But the actual color, when it comes to love and heart, it's actually green. And inside of this firmament with us lies the green heart chakra. The planet is a projection of who you are. All logic, all mind. So the more you keep saying that you live on a prison planet, the more that you are limiting who you truly are. Mother Earth is a sacred enclosure. All spirit, all soul. The firmament isn't over us to limit us, but to protect us. The planet is a globe. The Earth is a rim. And within her, we awaken. Do I think the planet is flat?
You gotta follow.
What do you really mean?
Do I think the planet is flat?
What
Theory that when you die, you just go to another dimension where you're still living. I think that happened to me. Okay, so the year is 2015. I had just graduated high school, and it was the summertime, and I had my first job.
I was driving to work, and I lived in a really rural area at the time, so it took me a half hour to get to work along just like a highway, like a 2-lane highway. There's no one else on the road. I look over at the clock in my car, and it says 7 o'clock on the dot. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be at work right now, and I'm still like only halfway there. And this was my first job, so I was like kind of scared. So I remember turning down the music on the radio and kind of just stepping on the gas a little bit more. Nothing crazy, but just like accelerating. So next thing I know, I'm swerving to the left, and what I see in front of me is a big field, but the road is like up here, and the field is down here, so I would go flying into the field and die. So I overcompensated all the way to the right, and now I'm going off the road towards the right. And now what I see in front of me is just a wall of tree trunks right in front of me. And I'm going fast, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like, I really accepted it. Like, I was like, this is it, I'm dead. But then, and this doesn't make any sense to me, maybe like if someone understands physics better than me, like they'll be able to explain this, but... Okay, so I'm veering all the way to the right. Next thing I know, my right tires are lifting up off the ground, and I'm like starting to flip to the left. Then, I guess I black out. I've never blacked out in my life, except for that moment. But one moment I was driving my car, and it's, you know, tilting to the left a little bit, and the next thing I know, I'm laying on the ceiling of my car, and it's completely upside down. It's almost like I was supposed to hit the tree trunks and die, but instead, my tires lifted, and I rolled, and I lived. So anyway, I'm laying on the ceiling of my car, and I'm laying there like this, like in fetal position, just like as if I was placed there, like, and there's blood all over, like my hair is matted with it, and it's like half my face is covered in blood. I'm obviously kind of freaking out, and I call 911. By the way, I later compared the time of the 911 call to the time that I looked at the clock, and I had to have only been passed out for like 30 seconds. I hear a voice outside my car, and it's a man being like, is there anyone in there? And I put my hand on the window. He helps me out of the car, and he's like, this really sweet old man. He said he was on his way going to the opposite direction to go build a ramp for someone's house who had just recently gotten into a wheelchair for free. So this man was like an angel. And then when the ambulance did come, the paramedic was like, oh, are you sure you want to take an ambulance? Because like it's gonna cost a lot of money. And like 18-year-old me was like, oh, I don't want to like cost my parents a bunch of money. So I'll just go with this old guy. In his truck. Like, that makes sense. So he takes me to the hospital. And by the way, all the nurses at the hospital knew him because apparently he had painted the walls of the hospital for free. Literal angel. So anyway, I get x-rays and everything, and there's literally nothing wrong with me. There's blood everywhere, but there's like nothing wrong with me. No fractures, nothing. And where the blood was coming from was just like 2 little scratches, a tiny little gash, and another tiny little gash, and one little one on my hand. And by the way, I have no idea how that even happened because there was no glass in the car. Like, we went and looked at it later, no glass. And I also had no bruising. So apparently I hit my head hard enough to black out, and I don't even remember it, but no bruising, just some scratches. Not even like tenderness. So they discharged me from the hospital like only a couple hours later, and I went on living my life, and everything felt super weird. Like, I'd be at home like eating dinner with my parents and watching TV and just thinking like, I'm supposed to be dead. Like, how are we being so casual right now? Like, I'm supposed to be dead right now. Also, another weird thing was the night before, my dad had sent me my great-grandmother's watch that was still ticking, still working, but after the accident, it stopped working. You know that theory that when you die...
That's interesting. Dang.
I told you, rainbows and stargates, they lied about that. They know that your ancestors still travel and that you can see it. So when you see it, they told you them shooting stars and meteors and comets. They lied about that too. All them galaxies and planets and universes you see every night, they told you them were stars. Lied about that too. Let's run down their record a little bit now. Let's backtrack a little bit now. They told you Jesus was real when he was really the first ship they used to go grab some niggas from the other side. Hell, shit, go look up Constantine. He gave a whole speech. He was so bold with it, he let you know in his speech to Rome, Constantine, the creation of this Jesus story will make us a lot of money. It's exactly what he said.
It's tough.
You go Google it.
You go
Google lied about that too. Hell, they told you Santa Claus was real. And they ain't never said that he wasn't, still. I told you.
Yeah. They definitely said that. Santa Claus is not real, and we all know that.
Poverty is a spell. School is a spell. The workforce is a spell. These are all sentient programs, a part of this matrix, like whole lockdown. But it has corroded. It has melted right where it stood. So to my peers, I want to send the deepest of insight. And may you be brave in battle. May the ancestors be with you. May the guardian angels be with you. May the cherubim be with you. May the seraphim be with you. May the Galactic Confederation and the other many extraterrestrial confederations all throughout the 12 universes be with you. May fearlessness be with you. Remove the fear. Replace it with purpose. You can't have fear and purpose. You gotta make a choice. Power.
He made a necklace out of toenails, man. That is crazy. That's funny.
People are worried about them losing their jobs to the AI, which, you know, that will happen. But a lot of y'all gonna lose your husbands, even your boyfriends, due to the AI. Check this out.
Girlfriends will be worse than pornography. Earlier this week, I downloaded an AI girlfriend, and the influencer it was modeled off of was Amaranth. These conversations were absolutely wild because they feel real. And this is coming from someone who is in a very happy relationship. My life is in a very stable place. Life is good. But if I was in a bad situation, I was lonely, I was unemployed, an AI girlfriend like this would likely be something I would become addicted to. Because hearing that voice and getting super sexually nasty with Amaranth in this setting was something that hijacked a part of my brain and made me believe that I was actually talking to someone who cared about me. This is dangerous. This is going to be the kind of thing that will lead to the absolute destruction of society. Those are big words, but I genuinely believe it. And I believe that as a result of that, we need to create services, products, all of it, in order to actively counteract what a program like this offers to young men. My girlfriend,
We are living in the end times. Get right before it's too late. People are worried.
Yeah, that's scary. Dang, that's crazy.
Bear with me. Why do people say they slept like a baby if babies wake up 10 times an hour? Bear with me. If vampires can't never see their reflection, how come they always look so well put together? Bear with me. If a turtle lost its shell, is it naked or homeless? Bear with me. Right before you get your picture taken, they say cheese. When cheese gets its picture taken, what does it say? What does it say? Bear with me.
He gotta stop, bro. He gotta stop with this, man. Cause he really be having me think, like, dang. He making sense. He actually making sense.
Who closed the door after the bus driver get off? Bear with me. What came first? The fruit or the color orange?
Huh?
Bear with me.
Okay, you
Some
lost
people
me.
say a picture can be worth 1,000 words. But what's a picture of 1,000 words worth? What's it worth? Bear with me. If something's new and improved, how can there be any room for new improvement? Bear with me. Why do people say they slept like a baby if baby?
Dude, some of the things he be saying be like, okay. And then just be like, what are you talking about? But he do be making sense. Dang.
Hi, my name is Bambi, and you are watching Disney Channel.
Now keep talking that motherfucking shit, bitch, and I'm gonna send your ass to motherfucking Nickelodeon.
Hi, my name is...
Who is this? I ain't gonna lie, bro. She got to calm all that down. You can be yelling. Don't be yelling at me like that. Don't be doing that.
Come in, baby. Come in, baby. Come in, baby.
I know y'all daddy mad as a motherfucker. Mild, medium, and spicy. What the fuck y'all got going on, gang? The first one straight as fuck. The second nigga, he gay. And the other one gay as a motherfucker.
He said mild, medium, and spicy. What? Oh,
You thought you could hide, huh?
Man, watch out.
Man, watch out. Let me introduce you to a few people. These my sons.
Trying to hide and shit.
And they don't play about their sister.
We don't play. No, we don't. At all.
I don't care y'all don't play.
You don't care?
Yeah, you don't
Nah.
care. You don't care. We gotta show you.
Cause we'll show you for sure.
What the problem is?
It get hot. The problem with you.
Shoot, your white chicken.
I think you should, son.
We your white chicken.
I think, you know he just got out. He did 14 years. 14.
14.
He's number 14.
Mm-hmm.
So you.
He ain't number 14. Well, you know he just did 14.
I went in as a baby.
Ah, nah, bro.
I went in at 2 months.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, he just broke out the mental institution.
And they not catching me just now.
He
They
look
not
like,
catching
why
me.
is he look?
He's stupid as hell. Look, dumb as hell. Idiot. Yup, but I hit hard.
This one right
Hard
here.
as hell.
He been punching bricks since he was a kid.
Been doing that.
Punching bricks.
Been.
So either you gonna call the police?
Don't scare me because you'll have to delete the whole video.
Okay. You gonna call the police, or
People always think they on camera. She talking about, don't show me, or you're gonna have to delete the video, the whole video. Like, ain't nobody recording you.
put it here. But the next time my daughter tell me you putting your hands on her, I ain't gonna be no need for no hospital, cause we sending you straight to the morgue.
Straight there. Straight.
I hit hard.
Straight.
Get him, boys. Get him.
It's great. It's great. It's great. How many of y'all like Kings?
Let me show y'all something about life, man. When you got the bread, everybody want to be around. As soon as the bread gone, they all leave. Ain't that some shit? They get mad at you because you ain't got no more bread. Type shit. What the fuck is that? Damn.
They blocking our powers.
This is sun blocking done on purpose. This big patch of cloud right over the sun. Look at the bottom of this cloud. It's flat. The top of this cloud looks puffy, and then the bottom is very flat, and the sun is trying to breathe, but it can't. Like a chemtrail, the clouds leave a trail for the sun so that it meets right here, boom, and then guess what? It has another flat bottom. It's not random. These clouds are not random, all right? These clouds are made to block the sun, the vitamins, the UV rays, everything we need. As it comes around, it's patchy, 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 but then coincidentally, you have a big stack of clouds right here where the sun's supposed to be. So it's not a coincidence. They don't want us to unlock. Minerals and gases in the body get unlocked through heat.
They blocking our powers.
A bird in the background sound upset too. Yeah, I know the birds be getting upset too. They blocking the sun. The birds be needing their sun too. Wow. Wow. Y'all getting rude. Hey, y'all getting rude. Just doing too much at this point. Yeah, y'all do be doing too much.
If you broke, just say that. I am.
Why is it that when you're unashamed to tell a woman you're broke, sometimes they refuse to believe you? They're like, you ain't broke, you just cheap. I wish! If I was cheap, that means I have money, I just refuse to spend it. Now, I'm part of a fraternity called Broke File Broke. We ain't got it. Ain't nobody out here cosplaying as broke. Like, words like pay and bank account and wallet are offensive. They're slurs. Like, anytime I try to use the chip function on my debit card, my card would be like, one time I was at this club and this girl was trying to get me to buy her drinks, and I was like, buy your drink? Baby girl, I didn't even buy mine. I'm broke. She was like, you got jokes, but if you broke, just say that. I just did. Like, are you hard of hearing, or are you just trying to kick me while I'm down? You said I look familiar. It's because you saw me here last weekend in this exact same outfit. I'm one forgotten streaming app subscription fee away from having to use half a pack of noodles, one slice of ham, and a stale honey bun for all of next week's meal prep.
If you broke, just say that.
Everybody from my era is gone. They all passed away. Everybody that was, coming from the time period I came from, I was the last one. Now I don't hear any type of music like that other than if I do it.
RP.
You got ranch on you.
You got cheated on.
At least now you know what coworkers not to tell your secrets to. Jesus Christ. My man came straight for the heart. Oh, I would have been like, fuck you, Mike. Oh my God.
You got ranch on you.
He said you got cheated on. What? Nah, that hurt. Dang.
There goes Speed again. You all have to understand why this man calls himself Speed. So he challenges Danny LaBelle. Daniel LaBelle, I don't know if you know this guy, he's an influencer, but he does a lot of physical shit. Like he'll do, and I follow him, he's funny as hell. He does like different types of runs, you know, different types of walks. He's really funny, physically gifted. He does the Grinch and Santa Claus chases. He does the stuff where he cleans up his house, all the physical. It's dope as fuck though. It's cold as shit. He's very physically gifted. And he looks like he could run fast. I go, this dude looks fast as shit. So he's been challenging Speed, I guess 3 times he called Speed out, and Speed smoked his ass. I was like, I thought, okay, this guy, when he runs, Danny LaBelle got the quick little legs. Yeah, man. I guess, you know what it reminds me of is when they show old football highlights when it was all white in NFL and they kind of speed up the tape and white dudes look like they were mad fast. Until black dudes showed up. That's what it reminded me of. I'm not saying there aren't any white, fast people. Of course there are, but that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of those. Remember the days when the football helmets didn't have no mask, and the white athletes used to look fast because the footage was sped up. Then the brothers came, and it was a whole different level. That is what it reminded me of. Speed walked his ass. Speed kind of slowed down. At the end, man. It was crazy. It was, shout out to Speed. You are undefeated. You've taken down Ashton Hall 4 times. You knew you'd taken down Danny LaBelle. And I always knew that Speed was that fast because he kind of kept up with Noah Lyles. He did a pretty good job with him. So, and Speed ain't going around training or nothing. He's just a gifted athlete. You understand? He kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog with the hair and shit, I grew up watching Speed Racer, but I think that theme song is going to have to be for you. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. Da-da-da-da. He's a demon and he's going to be chasing after someone. Come on, man. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer.
That's dope, man. You definitely gifted. For real.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't clock in and clock out. Damn, be Simone.
Just my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that.
Somebody said life has a way of humbling people. That is true. As soon as you think you get it over somebody, it come life ready to, I mean, it's tough. Life would definitely humble you, for real. Time after time. Dang.
We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Simone, how you doing? Let's go ahead and give a moment of silence for the Bloomingdale story. That was nice. I think your acting career is really finna go crazy. And you're going to be right back in Bloomingdale's like you never left, girl. I'm trying to tell you, you didn't miss a damn thing. You can get everything you always wanted out of that bitch. And then you can walk right past fucking H&M like, I would never. You know how this shit go. Come on now. What we do? We go up, and then we come down. Don't nobody know about the downs after we went up the first time. And then we go back up and we act like we was never down. Okay? That's baby, that's Monopoly we playing. We out here running around this motherfucker collecting $100 and then going to jail 14 times and then might pass go. I don't know exactly if that's how the game go, but that's how the game go, okay? We gonna try to work on that acting career because that motherfucker about to do something. We gonna put you in Precious too. You the social worker. Queen Latifah gonna have your back, and then she gonna be like the extra. I don't know what she gonna be, but she gonna be in it too. That's gonna make everybody go watch this. At least it's gonna hit on the Netflix. Unless it's an action movie. I don't know if you could do some action.
He can't have.
Would you choose money or happiness?
Sleep.
Okay.
That's a prime example that if a man gives you options, you still don't fucking want him. You want something else. That frustrates me, bro.
Would you choose money?
He says sleep. Oh man, that is funny. Dang.
Look at the Buddha's hair. No Chinese person's hair look like that. The Buddha has knotty hair. Every time you see the Buddha, his hair is knotted. Just a thought.
Crazy.
Why would the dude who owned Amazon ship 5 bitches to outer space? Intergalactic trafficking. That's what's next. He about to start collecting bitches and shipping them bitches all across the galaxy. Why would the dude who owned Amazon...
That's funny. Intergalactic trafficking. Dang, I never heard of that.
Say, look, men out here is trying to play with that dog magic and they putting love spells on y'all.
I'ma keep it real with you. If your partner left and you want that motherfucker back, try this spell.
They taking y'all names, put it on them sheets of paper, writing it 3 times, burning it, and you wondering why your ass is messed up.
The next thing I want you to do is write your name just like this and write their name across.
I promise you. Y'all women, bro, y'all don't be knowing what people be doing. You gotta understand, just because you don't see a nigga do it, don't mean he ain't doing it. Connotations on your name. They got your birthday at the top, his birthday at the bottom.
Now I want you to write your birthday, and I use this as an example, and write their birthday.
You got your name, last name, written in a circle 3 times and a cross. Take that cinnamon, they pour that cinnamon over that paper.
Now it's time to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in the square.
Pour that cinnamon over that paper, fold it up, put it over that candle and burn it.
We want to fold the paper towards us. 1, 2, and excuse my folding, y'all, I'm doing this with 1 hand. 3. And now you want to burn it.
Why I can't find no man? These niggas all tripping. You don't know what niggas you dealt with playing with you. Say, look, men...
Dang. That's tough.
I'm on my period and my coochie lips stuck together, so I need to cut my hair.
That can happen to y'all? Oh my God. You know, high key is really fascinating that's like one of the circumstances that y'all could be in. See, God know when I get my next, he know I'm a day and turn to a gynecologist. For example, let me show you. Okay, I'm ready. I got you. You know I got you. You know what I'm saying? Damn, are you okay? This is normal? I'm not gonna smell it. I'm not gonna smell it. It just happened to be in my smell radius. Girl, you know, damn. Okay, we good though. We good though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them hairs right. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Why do he got them big ass scissors, man? It's the scissors. Why we, bro? Nah, that is funny.
Okay. Now with this, do the flaps go on your skin or do they go on the underwear? I still don't know. What? You said this is a liner. What's the difference? You know what? That makes sense. Because I was going to be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Your flow was kind of heavy. You hear me? If this would have got all of that, shit. Shut up? Okay. Get out. That's on me. Type shit.
Shut up. Okay. Get out. Type shit.
Pop him.
For sure. Because we're not doing all that, man. You want to fly around town. Nah, bro. Pop them. Simple as that. You wanna be Bruce Lee? I'm gonna be Young Thug. You feel me? You gotta, yeah. So you gotta pick your battles. Feel me? Can't win them all.
So I wake up horny as fuck, pussy on hard, text a nigga talking about let me come over. He gonna say you can, but I'm on my period.
What, he bleeding or something stupid? Fucking me on his Derek. And how your pussy on hard? What you mean? First of all, your breath looks shitty, gang. I'm gonna keep it real. I would have told you no too.
So I wake up horny as fuck.
I got some candy in the car. You wanna come with me? Come on, fuck no. Come here, get her back. Get her.
And that's how the fuck you teach him.
Right.
Fuck no. Get in that nigga face. Fuck no. Well, no, don't get in his face because he ain't got a chance to grab you. But let it be known you ain't going nowhere with that nigga.
Exactly.
Candy in the car. You wanna come?
That's right. Well done.
That's a bad bitch. Middle finger to my haters. Man, hold on, bro.
Look, baby, no one fumbled me, okay? They escaped. I'm evil. I'm insane.
She might be. Looking at her tongue. I don't trust nobody with that type of tongue. I ain't gonna lie. I don't trust you.
You gotta be a mad motherfucker to pick up a hot ass grill. Like, what the fuck did she do? Like,
For real, what did she do?
just fuck the barbecue at this point, shorty.
Everything burnt, I bet. Dang. She threw the dang.
Used to hide in my parents' closet so I can jump out and scare them later on. Well, one day I was hiding in my parents' closet and my mom was having an affair. Well, my dad came home from work early and she told her boyfriend to hide in the closet, not knowing that I was in the closet too. The first thing I said to him was, "It's dark in here." He said, "Yes, it is." I said, "I have a baseball that my dad bought me, but I don't really play with it." Then I asked him, did he want to buy it? He told me that he didn't want to buy it. I said, well, my dad is out there and I'll just go out there and tell him that you're in the closet if you don't buy it. He said, okay, how much? And I told him $250. Well, a few weeks passed and it happened again. Me and my mom's lover ended up back in the same closet. The first thing I said was, it's dark in here. He said, it's always dark in here. I said, I have a baseball glove that my dad bought me, but I don't really use it. Then I asked him if he wanted to buy it. Again, he told me he didn't want to buy it. Then I said, well, I'll go tell my dad right now. He said, okay, you don't have to do that. So how much is it? I told him $750. He said fine, but he sounded angry. A few days later, my dad wanted to go outside and play baseball with me and he asked me to go grab my glove. I told him that I was sorry, but I sold my baseball and my glove. He asked me how much did I sell them for. I told him $1,000. He was so upset at me because he thought I sold them to one of my friends. He said it was terrible that I overcharged my friends like that. Then he told me he was going to take me to church and make me confess. Well, one Sunday we go to church and my father gets the priest. He makes me sit in the confession booth and he closes the door. Now the priest is waiting for me to confess. But the first thing I said was, it's dark in here. The priest said, please don't start this again. I used to hide in my parents' closet.
It was the priest.
Yes, Lord.
Your waves be real nice, smooth, silky. You know, it is what it is.
Life can't be real.
Boo, 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 boo. boom, 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 boom.
What y'all doing if you driving in a spider like right there? What y'all doing? I ain't gonna lie. He's just gonna have to be. He gonna have to sit there for real, cause we from he's just gonna be looking at each other, and I'm definitely gonna be looking like, where? Don't you move. Let me get to a good location. On a serious note, what do you really do in this situation though? Like, do you just sit there and just let it? Y'all just have a staring contest? Nah, you gotta find the nearest location to get it out of there. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Media, nigga, and I had it all, nigga, real shit. And nigga, you know what the fuck going on, but I had it all, and I'm still standing here, nigga. That means I'm meant to be here, nigga. I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be here, nigga. You ain't never met a nigga that had gonorrhea and fucking chlamydia and fucking syphilis at the same time.
Deshay, hey, Mr. Frost, hey.
When you really break it down, your eyes are black holes. Light goes into your eyes and it doesn't come back out, just like a black hole in space. Everything small is just a smaller version of something that's bigger. Everything that's bigger is just a bigger version of something that's smaller. Since God is an infinite being, what if God has multiple eyes and black holes all over the cosmos is just God looking at its own creation? You're welcome. When you really...
That's deep. Like, what up? That's deep. I ain't gonna lie. That's... Because now I'm thinking, like, what if a black hole to us is something else, and then a black hole to somebody or something else is our eyes, right? Did I say that right? Do y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Somebody did an interview with Erykah Badu, and he said, what's one of the most strongest misconceptions about you? And in the sweetest, most innocent voice, she said, I don't know. That's none of my business. Ugh, she too real. She don't give a damn what nobody's saying about her. She just doing her. Somebody did an interview.
You is handsome.
Have y'all seen this video right here? Now y'all know I can't play the video due to guideline violations, but I'm gonna tag his name. And TikTok, this is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm just commenting on what I see on my For You page. Okay, so apparently this guy was driving and he seen a guy walking across the street like wrapped in a blanket. But as the guy steps out into the road, he like falls. But it's just the blanket that's just laying there on the ground and the guy is nowhere to be found. Now people saying it's a hoax, he joking, you can't take anything serious nowadays, is it the rapture and all of this? But if you listen to this man's voice, like it really don't sound like he joking, like he's really sound like he can't believe what he is seeing, like for real. But like I said, I'm gonna tag his name, go watch this video, come back to this video, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, I don't know. You never know, man. I swear on TikTok, I feel like we live in a totally different world than everybody else on every other social media platform. Like, our news is like out of this world. But I hope y'all have a good Sunday. Stay safe. Stay prayed up.
I actually seen this video. That was crazy.
Just evaporated right, bro. A nigga just evaporated right in front of us on the street, bro. The nigga walked across the street and just fell out. Man, look at this shit, bro. He stretched, bro, like he gave up. I don't know. What the fuck, bro? This nigga gone. Ain't no... Bro, that's just a blanket now. Look, it's gone. Nigga gone. Ain't no bite or none of... Ooh, wee. Bro, a nigga just evaporated.
Is that real? Y'all think that's real? The way he saw him, man, it really...
Let me go.
You did do that. She said,
It was just like...
You is doing something. Let me go. You better than tomorrow. I'm not letting you go.
Bro, I'm not that ill going. Give me, let me go. Yes, you is. See, look at you trying to be bad. Stop spitting in my face.
Now imagine when you on social media how much bull you give your life force to.
You thought I was gonna let you forget his name? Free Rashad Jamal. Let him cook.
Anything that you give attention to, you give your life force to. So even when you look at the lighter, life force. Let me light the blunt. Life force. Now imagine when you on social media how much bull you give your life force to. Imagine how many people you pick up the phone for somebody. This is why I don't even be talking to motherfuckers. I barely get on the phone with motherfuckers. Look, you get on the phone with somebody, life force, nigga. Even if you talking to them or you listen, I'm talking about you get on the phone and they start venting to you for an hour, you giving them your life force just listening. All your life force seeping out. You ever been listening to a motherfucker and they just talking and you get drained? Life force. Or you could be talking to a motherfucker, then you the talker and you get drained. Life force, nigga. Or you know that if you on your phone too long, you scrolling too long, you get like you gotta put the phone down. You get life force. So whatever you give your attention to, you give your energy to. So now to protect your energy, you have to limit what you give. Now imagine when you on.
That is true. Now you gotta take a break. Feel me? Happens.
I was comfortable. How old were you when you found out that Allen Iverson really wasn't in Like Mike?
Oh, Mr. Iverson, sir, you're one of my favorite players.
Who are you, the mascot?
I was just wondering.
Bow Wow and Allen Iverson never had a scene together. These are clearly two different shots. Clearly. But if you don't believe me, keep watching.
May I please have your autograph, man, please?
Players don't ask players for autographs. And I know what you're thinking. That's AI and Bow Wow right there. That's not AI. That is not Allen Iverson. Look at Allen Iverson's braids. Get a good look at his braids. Now look at this nigga braids. First of all, he has no hang time like AI, and he does not have the design. Maybe you still think it's AI. Maybe you think it's still him. Maybe that don't prove nothing. Okay, let me show you this. That is not Allen Iverson. That is not Allen Iverson. With them raggedy ass braids. They just got a random nigga off the street because in 03, 04, niggas all had braids. So yeah, man. I hope I ruined your childhood.
That's tough. I never knew that. Dang, that's tough. But I always thought like, man, that's not the full NBA team. I always thought that. I'm like, man, they ain't got the full NBA team.
I just dragged you out of burning building and you still look fine as hell.
What's that?
I just dragged you out of burning.
We need to talk about how the only options after high school is trapping, scam, rob.
Job, my nigga.
We need to talk about how the only.
Oh, that every time I see Kiki, it just remind me of Spelling Bee. I gotta watch that movie. That movie right there, man. Legendary. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta watch that tonight. For sure. I gotta watch Spelling Bee.
This one is going to be crazy. This one is going to be crazy. So go get your popcorn. Imagine going missing for 30 years and you return as if you never left. That's what happened with this man right here. Okay, so he was a 63-year-old man and he was in Romania. Okay, his name was Vasil Gorgos and he disappeared in 1991. Now, from what I heard, he would often take business trips and go out of town, usually for like, a week or 2 weeks, something like that, but not very long. So he bought a train ticket as usual and he let his family know he'd be gone for a few days, basically just like he normally would. Now, this is where it gets crazy. He never returns home and his family reports his disappearance to the police and they suspect that something bad happened to him. Now, police never discovered what happened to him, so they just tell the family that they should move on, and they held a memorial service and everything, hoping that he come back home. Fast forward to 2021. He comes back in a car, just a random person dropped him off in front of the family's home, and he's 93 years old. Now, nobody was able to catch whose car it was or who was driving it or even the license plate number, because basically they said that they were just so focused on him being there. Even people say that he was wearing the same exact thing he was wearing from 30 years ago. The same clothes and everything. And basically everything that he had bought in 1991, train ticket, everything was still there in his pocket. Now, when they asked him about where he went and what happened to him, he said that he was at home. And basically he does not remember anything about the past 30 years. When I tell you this is crazy, I am completely in shock. Like, what happened to him? Where did he go? Some people suggest that it was aliens. Some people would suggest that the government took him. But what happened to him? Okay, y'all, when I tell you this one is going to be crazy.
Now listen here, you better not make this for nobody unless they kicking in on bills, baby. Or they dropping down on their knees. Which one is it? Alright, you see that flake? Don't play with me. Now open your mouth. Now listen here, you better...
I missed you. Look at this drawing. Hi, Emerson. Hey.
Do you want to create clothes? Find out how easy it is to bring your idea.
And here's the thing, I'm not in the streets, right? I ain't no street nigga. I don't operate by no street rule. If I look out that window and I see a nigga breaking the law, I'm gonna grab the phone and dial 911 and give the police the description of that nigga. I'm gonna look down there and try to get the license plate number and give him the license plate number. And if he done something bad enough, I'm gonna run down there and chase that nigga ass with the gun, telling the police where he went. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Nigga, I ain't breaking no motherfucking law. It feels so good not to follow these goddamn street rules, nigga. Cause when I was following the street rules, nigga wasn't following them. So I said, fuck that shit. I got out that shit, nigga, went to paying taxes.
I just realized passport is short for passportal. Cause you pass it
Okay, okay.
portal.
Okay.
Why the list on the airplane is called a manifest? Cause when you at a high altitude, you can manifest better. Why they call it an airport? There's a portal in the air.
Okay. Okay.
Why is it traveling to different states? Traveling to different states means that you're traveling through different states of consciousness. That's why they call them states. Because every time that you land in a different state, notice how you feel differently. That state.
No, it do be feeling different though. She is right about that. Every state got its own like energy to it. She definitely right about that though.
New state of consciousness.
Okay.
Why Captain always say, are all the souls on board accounted for? Why all the souls? You got Spirit Airlines because you have a soul. You got Delta Airlines. Delta having to do with deep state meditation, deep wavelengths. They want to put you in a meditative state when you're in the air. Delta. That's crazy. That's crazy.
She might be on to something.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pause it.
Mm.
Okay, now we're gonna take a look close.
What is that? Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know because
What happened to this guy's face?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
And what his ambitions were. However, I'm going to slow this video down. The Neanderthal remained quite modest in his statements. He said that right now he is reigning in MMA.
Why is Oswald with them?
Doing it long enough to think about plans and prospects. However, one. Okay, I'm going to try to pause.
If he starts to pull away or he ghosts you, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to text him. You know that moment whenever he starts texting you a little less, taking a little longer to reply, and your stomach just drops because you feel that something has shifted in the dynamic. You start replaying every conversation. You're wondering what you did or what you could do to make him come back, to change his behavior, and you're like, oh my God, what is going on? Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do whenever this happens, because I promise it's not what you think. Instead of going into panic mode, instead of asking your friends what you should text him back, overthinking, oh my gosh, did I say too much? Did I say too little? What should I do? Did I mess this up? No, stop. It is not your job to decode his silence or try to change his behavior. What you're gonna do instead is reply with self-respect. This is what you're gonna do, okay? Listen to me loud and clear, take notes. Save this video so you don't forget. Because I don't think there's any space in like playing games and you sitting around waiting. You can text him, but this is exactly what you're gonna say. Has to be very strategic so you don't come off needy or like desperate. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman texting a guy whenever you want more clarity, but the message has to be one, very thoughtful and powerful, puts the ball in his court, so you're giving him the opportunity to lead without begging or bending yourself backwards. Here's exactly what you're gonna say. Hey, I've noticed there's some space between us. If you need it, that's totally okay. But I also value clarity. Let me know where you stand. No emojis, period. That's it. And always remember, you will not lose anybody that is already meant for you, and you will not lose anybody by being honest. You will lose them by abandoning yourself. So never abandon yourself and your needs. I love you.
I hate that the Walmart employee police officer be.
Do y'all realize that y'all have family members who are the reason behind the deaths in your family? There is so much that everybody needs to learn about what's going on in the spiritual so people actually understand what warfare is. Because like I said, you're not learning it at church. I actually had to give my whole life in warfare so that I can educate people on this, but do you know people in your family are they are directly responsible for the deaths in your family? I'm gonna tell y'all how. But when y'all see a live pop up with my name on it, y'all better click on it, because I'm gonna be teaching all these things. But I'm gonna tell y'all how. Okay, so some people, it could even be one person. Even though that may not be the religious beliefs of your family, that is not the root of your family. That's not what y'all believe in. Y'all could be a family that had always believed in Jesus Christ. Always went to church, was a Christian. That's the root of your family. But then you'll have that one that chooses to do something different. And that one starts dabbling in different arts, okay? And the thing about these different religions and the dark arts and, you know, the practice of voodoo and all that stuff, you know, spell work, all that is crap, but it actually works. Because if it didn't, you know, God wouldn't have to speak about it all throughout the Bible. So it is a craft that works. The only problem with the craft is I don't think that they're educated within their own books that they can do it. They can destroy somebody's life. They can. But they have to pay for that. And if they're not the ones paying for it, it's going to hit somebody in the bloodline, somebody in the family may have to go. Because that's how that works. There's consequences for playing in that stuff. And I really, honestly, in my heart, I believe that people cannot know that for real. But then again, the most narcissistic, weakest people in the family is typically the ringleader and shit like this. So people like that, actually, they don't have a heart. So they really don't care about nobody in the family. And so they really don't care that this shit will ricochet and hurt a family member, if not take them out. I don't think they care, because if they did, they probably wouldn't have rings of this shit when they create this type of stuff and then start having their children do it and their grandchildren do it. If they, yeah, anyway. So You have this one person, because we're going to go back to one. We have one person in the family who is dabbling in the dark arts, and they're doing things to other people, or they're even doing things to family members. And then somehow someone in the family gets terminally ill. And everybody in the world has been, living life believing that, when you get sick or when anything happens to you, you can break your leg. Anything can happen to you, okay? And we are taught to believe that such is life and such is not life. Because if you read the word, God will it that we be in good health. So if our health is affected in any way at all, I'm talking about a common cold, as simple as that, that's still the effect of either someone throwing that at you, or the practice of someone doing it in the family, the backfire of the things that they're doing that you don't even know that they do. You don't even know they do that. And now you're being affected. Or maybe you lose one of your children and have no idea that it is directly connected to what the family or someone in the family practices behind closed doors, behind your back, while in your face, representing themselves as a child of God.
They just found 60 missing children that were in Florida, y'all. Yes, I said 60. And the crazy part is where they found these children at. You wouldn't believe. They was not in no abandoned warehouse. They was not in the middle of nowhere. They were in regular homes, even motels. And some of the people that took them had them right in their homes. Right in their homes. Not a separate place, but in their home. Some of these joints was happening right next door. The operation was called Dragon Eye, and it is now being called one of the biggest child rescues in American history, y'all. So they said they used 20 different agencies, and it was over 100 police officers that went and found these children by the grace of God. They wasn't just missing. These children were going through the big T word. The sad part is, they said ages range from 9 all the way up to 17. And they said when they got these kids, a lot of them was drugged. And a lot of them was being prepped to be drugged. And you already know what they was doing to these children, y'all. They said some of the people that they caught that was involved, you would look at them and not even realize that them the type of people that be doing it. Like they said, you can look at them and never in a million years think, oh, it was them type of people. And Florida even gave a message to the people that's doing this and that still have children right now. They said, Florida is not the place. You're doing this, we're going to find out, we're going to find you, we're going to hunt you down, we're going to get our children back, and you're going to be put under the jail. This is what's mind-boggling to me. If they can find 60 kids in one suite, how many are still out there? How many are just right next door, hidden in plain sight? That's what I want to know.
Crazy.
They just found 60.
You never know. You really never know. And look at this. Y'all see that? That's insane. I gotta look into that.
How old were you when you realized that the cure for procrastination this entire time was boredom? You are going to share this video with everybody. Prepare to be blown away. And I know people are going to get mad in the comments. All you had to do was bore yourself more than 10 minutes and it cures procrastination. I'll give you the example that I tried and it worked. I'm still baffled, okay? I wanted to clean my room. I've been literally waiting until the last minute to clean the studio. So when I found the life hack, they said just put everything away, phone, any distraction, lay on your bed, on the ground, wherever, and just stare at something blank. It could be a ceiling, a wall, for 10 minutes. But think about the task that you want to accomplish for said 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, you would think normally like, oh, I'm just going to go back on my phone. I'm going to go back to TikTok. Whatever that was distracting me, I'd go back to. No, I got so bored of looking at the wall that I just got up and started cleaning my studio. It worked. Oh my God. I even dusted. Okay, I never dust. But anyways, now you know. Mind blown.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they just discovered a human trafficking ring tied to Chinese organ black market smuggling operations in Georgia, the country Georgia? And yeah, why is that not being talked about more? 3 Thai women have recently escaped. Now, this happened back in January, I believe. We're just catching wind of it now because these women are coming out and telling their story. Basically, they're lured in by fake Facebook ads. Be very careful with that. Everyone should be careful with Facebook job postings. They offer salaries. They say you're going to be like a surrogate for a family that can't conceive, that wants a baby. Then they kidnap you when you arrive in Georgia. They take your passport and they harvest your eggs. And it's alleged that there is ties to black market Chinese markets, probably American too. Sounds a lot like the biolabs in Ukraine. Wouldn't it be crazy if there's still hundreds of women being held?
Bro, have you ever wondered why pigs have eyes that look like human eyes? I guess their eyes do look like human eyes. No, why? This might blow your mind, and I read it somewhere. So you know how in the Bible Jesus casted out a legion of demons into pigs? They didn't want to go to hell, so he casted them into pigs? Wait a minute. Is that why Jesus calls pork filthy? I'm not sure, but something else. Pigs aren't able to look up into the sky. Their bodies won't allow them to look up. Almost like it implies they can't look up to heaven. Okay, whoa. And it's not just that. This next one's going to sound weird. I know it's going to sound weird. But they have interviewed cannibal serial killers before. And when asked what human flesh tastes like, they say it tastes like pork. Wait, so you're trying to say that pigs are actually... Bro, have you ever wondered why pigs have...
You're not spiritual if you eat meat or drink alcohol, says those with spiritual egos. When you condemn someone for their habits, you drive yourself further away from what spirituality really is about. Everything is spiritual because everything is one, and everybody experiences their own process in divine timing. It's not a competition of the egos, but that is what you make it when you think that you're better than others for being spiritual and doing high vibrational things, making spirituality a personality rather than a truth that you integrate. I personally believe it's not the end of the world if you indulge in low vibrational habits. If that's really what you wanted to experience, we're in a dual realm to experience duality. But what will really lower your vibration is that shame and guilt that you put yourself through because you believe those habits are wrong to indulge in. Judgment comes from the ego, which is the illusion of separation. There's a story I love about the devil and God walking when they suddenly see a man who has found the truth. God asks the devil, why would you put the truth in his path if it drives him further away from you? And the devil replied, don't worry, now that he's found it, he will turn it into a religion and then he will lose it. When you judge others for their habits, you turn spirituality into a religion, and therefore you separate yourself from others. And trust me, it's so hard to not judge. I am judging you right now for judging others. It's ironic, we're always judging. It's not easy, but the deeper I got into my spiritual journey, the less I cared about what other people did, because everything is divine, and it's not my place to judge that individual expression of God. It's really not about convincing others that your truth is absolute. The only truth that we know is that we really don't know anything, and the moments that you think that you know something, you're furthest from the truth. You're not spiritually.
And what do you do, sir?
I hope I do it.
What the was that? That sounds like some shit he tell one of his hoes. Get your ass. What the was that? Let's try this again. What you do for a living, brother?
I own my own business.
You own your own business? Yeah, you couldn't even believe it. I own my own. Good. Holy shit. God damn, if I ever commit a crime, I want you to be with me. Be on the first 48. What did that do? And what do you do, sir?
Whoever wrote the Bible knew that people was going to start waking up and a lot more spiritual people was going to start coming out the woodworks and trying to wake up humanity. So you know what they did in religion? They told you in the end times there's going to be a lot of false prophets. Y'all don't realize they using reverse psychology on y'all. They knew this shit was going to happen, that people was going to start waking the fuck up and trying to tell people what's been really going on with the world. So they use reverse psychology to keep you from listening to people. They trying to keep you in that indoctrination system. Because most people don't even understand language. They don't even understand how their own mind works. Because the vast majority of the world is religious. It still is. Because contrary to what social media may have you believe, the vast majority of the world is still religious. The vast majority of the world still claims the main 3 monotheistic religions. Y'all don't realize that spiritual people, woke people are the minority. They're using reverse psychology on y'all because they don't want you to listen. Whoever wrote the Bible...
Don't tell your mom I told you this because she already think I'm a witch. Now, they said you wanted to be famous but didn't want to sell your soul at the crossroads to the devil, so do this. On a Friday, take a yellow candle dressed with cinnamon and light it in front of a mirror. Envision yourself rich and famous for the thing that you want to be rich and famous with. Do this every Friday. When you stop doing the ritual, the effects dissipate. I hope this helped. Happy casting, wholeness, and
now is the time to we've got social media.
Right.
Get your 12 friends, go to ppwrk.org and learn how to do a 12-panel common law grand jury so that you can actually start doing something about what's going on in the United States. For example, instead of just, oh my gosh, Monsanto's, messing up the food and we're just sitting here just freaking eating these fucking genetically modified seeds, right? Do we have to do that? Absolutely not. Is it against the law? It absolutely is. The same with fluoride. The same with them spraying stuff over our heads. Did you know that you have rights and that you and 12 of your friends can get together and write a common law jury indictment and conviction and put an end to this? Imagine if everybody did that. It's that we don't understand how to do it. We don't understand that we have this ability to do this. That's why I created ppwrk.org so that you know what to do to protect yourself and to make sure that this government is operating in the Republican form as it is supposed to. And if it's not, hey, you have rights to create your own common law grand jury, convict and indict, and then force them to arrest these people. You have that right. Now is the time to
Like mentally, do you feel like somebody has to spiritually do something to get over an ex?
No. Honestly, bro, you can break soul ties through your mind, bro. You can break soul ties through once your mind is at a certain level, you can break
just mental,
a lot of stuff, bro.
Mental, yeah.
I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah, it's the mind, the mystic side. Like mentally, do you feel like somebody has...
This bitch just came home and got in the shower, brother. Damn, man.
Don't even trip. Don't even trip on it. Don't even trip. Roll up. Walk away.
Right.
Roll up.
There you go.
Walk away. Don't
Roll
answer
up,
no
walk away.
phone, no text. Don't do none of that to yourself, big dog. Nah. How the fuck a baby shark supposed to do it? Type shit. Then you turn into dun dun and now you the nigga sharking niggas bitches. And they go home and take a shower before they talk to they nigga. This is how this world is, man. We fucked up. Everybody keep on skipping over the fact that black people is fucked up. It's no way we supposed to be fucking like this. Drunk, fucking, freaky, crazy. Everybody black. Drunk, fucking, freaky, crazy. And then it might be some GPTU up in there or something, whatever the fuck is going on the other side. But this is very dark. It's a very dark time for black people. I'm not trying to put no pun in the word dark or black. I'm pretty sure somebody found that extremely crazy. But yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. We fucked up. We cheating at 100% rate. We cheating at 100% rate. Depression is at 1,000%.
1,000.
We fucked up, man. But I guess, baby shark, dude.
Somebody said depression is at June 1,000%. June 1,000. Yeah, it's crazy. Life was cruel, man. Life was cruel. They don't got no feelings.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. So let me share this concept with you all, right? So besides the things that you guys know me for doing, I'm also a party planner.
Go to sleep right before you go to sleep. This is so important. You can literally I've literally manifested so many things in my life by doing this. When you go to sleep, I'm gonna give you a routine. Boom, you in your bed, you about to go to sleep. Tell yourself, I love myself, man. I love myself. And now imagine, like, literally, this is the main, you need to literally visualize this, bro. Visualize your dream life. Boom, you in the bed, just visualize everything that you have. Like, dang, bro, I'm grateful for all my businesses. I'm grateful for that, bro. I can literally buy any car I want, bro. I got multiple cars. Dang, bro, like, I done put my family on. Like, bro, my life is fucking perfect. Like, I love my life. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And then go to sleep on that feeling, bro. Literally feel that deep within your soul. Go to sleep on that feeling. Do that for 90 days. I guarantee you, I bet my bank account your life has changed. I bet my whole bank account your life will change you doing that for 90 days straight.
This is so powerful. I've been preaching this for a long time, that right before you go to sleep, it's the best time to really program your subconscious mind and to place orders to the universe. One thing I do to remember to do this every night is I light a candle right next to my bed. And that's the last thing. I blow out the candle before I go to sleep. And that is a habit stack to remind me to do a process like this. I love that he said, say, I love myself as you start. And then he starts being grateful for everything that he has, even before he has it. It's a powerful practice. I would highly recommend you do it and see the magic that it creates in your life and take your power back. This is a powerful practice. Check.
That's dope.
Now, would you believe me if I told you Tyler Perry's most iconic character, Medea, is actually somewhat based off a legendary New Orleans hitman / gangster who is actually his blood uncle? Now, this is Gennario Meatball Arthur, who is one of the most notorious hitmen to ever walk the streets of New Orleans. Now, according to reports, he is one of the most feared hitmen to ever step foot in the 504, who terrorized the streets of New Orleans throughout the 1980s, up until his capture by federal agents in 1992, while he was living in Seattle, Washington under a different identity as he worked as a dishwasher for one of the oldest fine restaurants in the city of Seattle. Now, reports say during Meatball's violent reign on the streets of the 504, he is most known for his time working as the muscle for the Glen Metz organization, which was a large-scale drug trafficking operation that was based out of the Calio projects in New Orleans, who was headed by a notorious no-nonsense drug kingpin named Glen Metz, who widely controlled a large portion of the drug trade in the central city area of New Orleans during the 1980s. Now, as for Meatball's time as a ruthless hitman for the Glen Metz organization, federal authorities widely speculate he amassed 70+ homicides during his reign, which includes the deadly Earhart Expressway ambush that resulted in the deaths of 3 people and injuries to 2 others, making it still one of the most brazen, deadly attacks in the history of New Orleans, Louisiana till this day. Now, as for Tyler Perry's Medea character being inspired by Gennario Meatball Arthur, it is said that comes from during some of Meatball's hits. He was known for dressing up as an old woman, from the wig to the glasses to the gown, and going out and getting his man. Now, it is more to this story, but I'll let y'all do that research. But as of today, Gennario Meatball Arthur is currently serving a natural life sentence in the most secure prison in America, Florence ADX Supermax in Colorado. Now,
this is the 2005 painting The Sunset Sail by Rob Gonzalez. At first, it's a fleet of sailboats until you realize that the sails are literally clouds or maybe a bridge. Gonzalez was a master of painting the moment that reality gives way to imagination. He was loved by adults and children alike, and I'll take you on a ride through his artwork today. I post new stuff about art every day to help you learn and inspire you, so follow me. Rob Gonzalez made paintings where trees became cities, where waterfalls became dancers, and where logic led you straight into one.
He is mad creative. I can't lie, man. To have two realities in one, man, you are one of a kind, man. For real. She's swinging in the air. There's space right here. It's nighttime and morning time. He cold with it. I ain't gonna lie. He cold.
His art doesn't just make you look twice, it makes you rethink the rules of the world. He was born July 10th, 1959 in Toronto, Canada, of Portuguese descent. His love of Toronto's urban environment and Victorian architecture has definitely found its way into his paintings. He studied architecture at Ryerson University, where he learned how to manipulate perspective. He trained as an architect, but what he built was illusions. Illusion. Rob Gonzalez took the rules of perspectives and used them to paint impossible realities that almost made sense. His style is often confused with surrealism, but Gonzalez wasn't painting dreams or chaos. He called his work magic realism because everything in his paintings makes visual sense. The illusions are precise, the transitions are seamless, and the worlds are entirely believable until suddenly they aren't. He has illustrated several children's books, including Imagine a Day, which he won a Governor General's Award for in 2005. Gonzalez suffered from mental illness, and in 2017, he ended his own life. He is buried at Necropolis Cemetery in Toronto, Canada. Each side of his grave...
Wait a minute. Bruh. I'm over here thinking he's still alive. Dang. How can you do that, man? So creative, and he just do that. Dang, that mental health stuff is serious for real, man. Dang. That's sad. Dang.
Gravestone features a porcelain reproduction of one of his paintings. To me, the art that he made was so important because it reminds us that the line between reality and imagination is thinner than we think. This is the 2005...
RP, man. That's sad. I was really about to look him up, see if he got a YouTube channel. Dang. You never know what's going on with somebody's mind, man. You never know. That's why you should always be a good person, man. No matter how bad your life is. Don't do that, man. Because you never know how harder someone else got it, man. For real. There's always somebody other that wish they had what we have. Angel numbers explain.
Angel numbers are not as special as you might think. Every single thing in life is a mirror of you. So when you understand that you see 111, this means you are going through brand new beginning. 222 is a even frequency, therefore you are within stability. 333 is all about creativity. So you are very creative at this moment. You have a lot of ideas. And this is an odd frequency, therefore you are going with the flow. 444, even frequency, it is all about stability. When you see 444, that means you are in a very stable frequency, very stable mindset. You have all your ducks in a row, everything's working out for you. When you see 555, this indicates that you are going through massive change. It can also mean there's a lot of conflicts, a lot of challenges, but this is where your strength and power is found. 666 means you are giving. 666 is all about giving to others. You are giving love, you are sharing. Sharing is caring. 777 is the number of the universe. 7 days in a week, God created the world in 7 days. There are 7 continents. 7 is all about spirituality. Goes with the flow.
I don't know what it is about that classical music. It's just a vibe, though.
I always imagine a river. Go with the flow. Oh, 888 is all about abundance, money. You are attracting in money. You are attracting in abundance. 888 is all about CEO energy. 999 is all about completion. So you are coming to an end with a certain chapter in your life. All these are our frequencies that reflect what you are going through. Angel numbers are...
It's dope.
Why do kids do this? Why do kids do this? This is not how I bought them.
Yo, I can't even lie. I'm not a kid and I still do this. Just for some reason, them purple ones just taste like prescribed medicine.
For real. No, for real.
Why do kids do this?
Seriously. And the red ones too. I'm pretty sure there's a couple red ones in there too. If you know, you know.
You actually don't have to worry about this.
Money.
Well, I sure saw a lot of theories, but I tell you what, not a single one of them were correct on this video, so let's break it down. This video that I got tagged in, posted to TikTok, got nearly 62 million views, and it is not AI despite the fact that it looks like it. It shows these two weird black creatures sitting inside of these crocs, and of course, it's quite off-putting. Now, a lot of people thought we were looking at something known as a house hippo, but I've got bad news for you guys. House hippos do not exist. This was something that was aired on television a while ago that for some reason people still think is real, even though it was completely fictitious. Other people thought this was a sigbin. If you don't know what that is, it's from Philippine mythology, and it's a blood-sucking creature. And while I could see how you'd think something like that, we're actually looking at a very unique type of guinea pig, the black hairless guinea pig. These were first bred back in 1978 through a very specific mutation, and as you guys can see, it perfectly matches up. Also, if you had just scrolled onto this person's account, you would notice that they have videos with these guinea pigs as well.
You actually don't have.
Okay.
This shit off of me, Mr. President. They're trying to piss me the hell. What? News reports are coming out and saying that we missed. They said we did what? Reports are coming out and saying that we missed, President. Oh, we missed, huh? Oh, okay. All right, yo, listen to this. Tell run that shit back. Run it again. Do it again. I don't think we should strike again right now. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Do it. Sir, but what about Congress? Nigga, the fuck Congress? Nobody give a shit about Congress. Nobody cares. Nigga, fuck them niggas. Nobody care about them. Nobody give a shit. Fuck Congress gonna do. Nigga, I got more charges than fucking Ted Bundy. You think I care about being president, nigga? No. Give a damn about Congress. What you think I'm gonna do? What the fuck Congress gonna do? I think we might have dropped the ball. Nigga, I run this shit. We all be in Pelican Bay if it wasn't for me, nigga. All y'all niggas still work here because of me. I don't think we should be saying stuff like this. Me, I did this shit brick by brick, nigga. Is that a Snowfall reference, nigga? Yeah, I got all types of charges and I became president of the United States. The fuck you think I'm gonna just pardon myself again? I don't give a shit. Man, shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up before I pardon fucking R. Kelly next. Shut up. Dumbass glasses over here got me look like fucking Harry Potter. This shit damn pits don't work. Told you better shut the fuck up before I do it again. I'll tell you that. Close the door.
What would you average in the game today?
Ain't that too my own?
Of course. It's okay.
Okay, if I was to play in this area where it's wide open, if I can average 33 in a season, I'm going to just take it up to 43.
I agree with that.
No, I don't think so. I love AI, man. Nobody respects more what he did and what he accomplished at his size. Since Jordan's like 2 big years he had late 80s, it's been 35 years since then. Only 2 guys have even gotten to 35 in a year.
Nah, Allen Iverson was like a mini Kobe, mini Michael Jordan.
Kobe did it once, Harden did it once. So it's just a very difficult number just to get to 35, much less get to 40, and now you're talking to 43.
But if you go look at the way he played a lot of minutes and just chucked a lot of shots, and if 41% of them went in, it was considered a good job. That would not fly in today's game. But AI thrived in that era. In this era, he wouldn't be able to do that. And as you said, Legs, I don't think they'd give him the ball as much because if you only shot 42%, you wouldn't be allowed to take 26 shots a game.
What would you average in the game today?
He was cold. He was cold. Maybe he hated.
You get in your feelings when I talk about Johnny? Hell yeah. They made a poll, they said, let's talk about Ed and how great he is. Bro, Ed chilling, man. Y'all don't know. Ed got money for real, bro. This nigga just doing this shit just to do it. What would you average in the game today? That's ain't that too my home. Of course. It's okay.
What would you average in the game today? That's 33 in a season. I'm gonna just take it up to 43. I agree with that.
You get in your feelings when I talk about Johnny? Hell yeah.
What would you average in the game today? That's 33 in a season.
This nigga make clothes and shit.
When everybody started looking like I look, the cornrows and tattoos and baggy clothes, that was just a great, great feeling. But it was bittersweet because I had to take the whipping for it.
Robin Gibbon writes in the Washington Post today, she said that's the body language of a thug, and he's got the reputation for what might diplomatically be called ungentlemanly behavior, and she's talking about the cornrows and everything else.
It suggests that, you know, success, wealth, all that is tied into this gangster prison attitude, and I just think it's a negative, poisonous message.
If he wants to express himself with tattoos or with hairdos that are different from you would like to wear, or wear jewelry that maybe you wouldn't wear, or wear outfits that you wouldn't wear, that doesn't make him bad, just makes him different.
Because he's from the hood.
Yeah, he keep it gangster. He keep it gangster.
He's a warrior. He's truly a warrior. You gotta love him. He's awesome. He's awesome.
Because he's cute.
I clearly thought that they looked at him and decided that's not where they wanted to be. Something had to be done if you're looking 9, 10 years down the road.
When everybody started...
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy how our hair can really do that. That's dope.
Here we go. Alvin and the Chipmunks was never about music. It was about mind control, cloning, and child star programming, wrapped in fur and auto-tune. 3 boys, genetically engineered, vocal frequency enhanced, micromanaged by an adult named Dave. Sound familiar? That's industry hierarchy. That's handler culture. That's what happens when talent is manufactured and used. Alvin was the wild one, the rebel, the front man. He had the most charisma, the most ego, the most fire. You know what that makes him? The lead architect type in the industry. Selects and targets the one they hype up only to break down. Simon was the brain, the logic, the control mechanism, but he kept the group balanced, but also represented the part of the mind that tries to make sense of the programming, the inner conflict, the one asking, why is this happening? Theodore, sweet, soft, innocent. He was the emotional core, the most vulnerable, the one they protect, and also the one the system exploits the most, because innocence is currency in these circles. The younger the soul, the higher the harvest value. Let's talk Dave. He was more than a father figure. He was a handler. He set the schedule. He chose the gigs. He got frustrated when they broke script. Alvin was more than a yell.
20.
It was a command, a demand for compliance. They normalized control. They normalized surveillance. They normalized children being worked like adults. That wasn't a family. That was a project. Now look at the music. Always fast, always high pitched. That's vocal distortion. That's frequency scrambling. They trained a generation of kids to accept disembodied voices, to link joy with pitch manipulation, to crave simulation without substance. It was early stage frequency addiction, a test run to see how easily we could be programmed through sound. Then came the live action reboots. And that's when the real shit started showing. Suddenly, they're navigating Hollywood, getting into record deals, facing industry sabotage. It stopped being subtle. They started showing the cost of fame, the breakdown of the soul, the weight of being a product. They showed you the pipeline. They made it cute so you wouldn't question it. But if you look now with awakened eyes, you'll see what it was for. A gateway, a warm-up for the generation that would grow up to see Britney break, Kanye glitch, Amanda spiral, and Miley flip. They showed us how it starts and how it ends, and they laughed while doing it because they didn't think we'd remember. But guess what? I do. I'm speaking, I'm decoding, and I'm waking up. So now I'm waking you up and you're breaking the spell. You're telling the truth, I'm telling the truth, because you're not just here decoding cartoons with me. We're decoding a culture. We're exposing the system together. We're detonating the entertainment trap. And guess what? I'm doing this one soul activation at a freaking time. This wasn't a show, it was a warning, and now it's a weapon in your hands. The more you know, Open them eyes and start paying attention, because nothing is random, nothing is a coincidence in this effing world. They tell us everything right to our face. We're just too fogged up to pay attention. So with that being said, double tap that screen, because you know what? No bot behavior. Give me a like.
Facebook knew my husband was cheating before I did. And looking back now, there were definitely other signs, but Facebook was the first indicator.
This AI is
just me. Hear me out. I'm not into none of it, but I'm not sitting late night.
It's overwhelming.
Y'all, we are living in I Pet Goat 2 right now, and we are about to see the creature that was born from this struggle.
So if I told you you could take
Bro, this world full of NPCs, gang. I started to feel like an outcast around this bit. Niggas want the same thing. The women want the same thing. It's just like, bro, it gets to a point, gang. Like, dawg, this shit, it's like we already a damn robot. Bro, this world full of NPCs.
For all my girlies out there who insist on messing with street people, men and or women, do know that they're using a skill on you that you don't have. And that skill is analyzing people and seeing what they can get from them. Let's talk about it. So I was down in Florida once taking a walk on the beach, and a guy approached me who quite frankly was fine as hell. But within a few minutes, I could figure out that he was involved in some street activity. Come to find out, the brother had been in jail, had been released, and was trying to start his life over. And so I was like, I'm not going to judge him. You know, I'll have a conversation and see what you're about. That conversation was interesting because I was like, oh, let's just take a walk on the beach and talk. I'm a person where I like to get in your head first and see where you're at. Not only did he reveal he had been in jail, but he revealed something very interesting. He said, I need a cigarette. Watch me get it from someone on this boardwalk. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, the way you survive in prison is to be able to analyze people and size them up and know who is a dangerous person, who you can get something from, who you can manipulate, who's going to help you. He said, so I guarantee you I can walk down this boardwalk and I can pick out not only who has a cigarette, but who's going to give it to me. And I'm going to tell y'all something, within about 10 minutes, he did. And I watched it. And that told me everything I needed to know about him. And I politely exited and went on about my way. Because anybody...
Oh, nah, that is funny, man. Yeah, my mic was muted the whole time. Did I talk? Damn, I was talking the whole time. I bet my mic was muted.
Anybody who can read people that well and manipulate them, and you should have seen him turn on the charm and turn into a whole different type of person when he wanted something. And I observed that, and I was like, I will get away from you as fast as humanly possible. Let me tell you something. When y'all are dealing with these men in the street, when you're dealing with women who are S-workers, bartenders, bottle girls, strippers, OnlyFans, any of that, the number one thing they do is market themselves and analyze people. Think about that. Your livelihood is dependent on you selling either yourself or a product that is not legal. Meaning you have to convince people, you have to be charming, you have to know who is susceptible, you have to know who's vulnerable, you have to know who's going to be able to be convinced. How do you think girls find tricks? They're in the street, they analyze people, they can look and see who has a need, who's lonely, who's vulnerable, who's not getting attention, and appeal to them. This is why I do not mess with street people, even as friends. I've had to put my foot down on that, because I have even had women come into my life who are in that type of lane. They'll try to finesse you.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be street smart. Definitely.
Your money as a homegirl. They're the ones that's always going to be, oh, let's go out. Oh, let's go out. Oh, let's go out. Oh, I'll just Venmo you. I'll just pay you back. Oh, because I know you always got it. They hustled you. And I see so many corporate women and entrepreneurs get around people like this and get finessed every time, because they possess a set of skills that you don't. You want to know how this also shows up? There's a lot of former S workers who are now life coaches. And they go viral and they're very successful. Do you know why? If your first job was selling cat, you know how to do sales and marketing to vulnerable people in need. Therefore, you stopped doing it on men and you started doing it on women who you could case and see what their need was. It's a lot of them I clock, and I'm not going to name any names, but I see why you're successful. And it's not because of the knowledge you're sharing either. So do not go into spaces with people who use a different means of survival than you do, because I'm telling you something, if they do it in their life, they'll do it to you. You're not exempt. Just letting you know what Auntie has seen out here in the roads, okay? And as always, love you. Mwah.
That is deep though. Everybody's trying to make it though. But that's messed up. People do be out here manipulating. For real.
This video is for entertainment purposes only. So let's talk about the Queen Bee, Queen Coven, energy alchemist, frequency farmer. I'm going to give her the code name, the Empress of Vibration. So she moves in cycles, not calendars. Her releases align with eclipses, equinoxes, lunar rituals, Leo season. Spotlight.
Nah, she got like this mysterious energy too. She's trying to hide behind something. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all get that vibe? And then out of nowhere, she posts something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love her. And then she disappear.
Sovereignty. She doesn't announce albums, she initiates them. No promo equals faith and vibration over advertisement. I love that. That's the law of attraction at full throttle. Me and her do the same thing in terms of that. All right, so anyway, archetype shifting, right? Energy currency. Each era is a new spell cast over the culture. Sasha Fierce equals possession, duality, mask, magic, right? And you can see that in her. Lemonade, blood right, transformation via betrayal, right? Black is king, ancestral alignment, root chakra activations, right? Renaissance, third eye disco, crown chakra, glamour. Each persona is a sigil, a living symbol of frequency, alchemy, right? And this is why you might want to get into your own symbols based in a meditation that you go through, and whatever your energetic frequency. We're not going to get into that. So basically, her wealth is not just financial, it's energetic harvest. She sings to millions and receives vibrational tithes in return. Boom. Okay, every stadium she fills is a temple. Every crowd is a mass prayer circle, chanting her words back in unison. This is why she's above y'all and y'all below, looking up at the goddess, right? Period. This is, okay, and that's not just performance, it's frequency farming. You're casting it out into the universe, but whose? Hers, and they capture it in that net. Most performers entertain. She extracts emotion, transmutes it, and stores it as power. Okay, so symbol use equals quiet magic, bro. So her visuals are flooded with sigils: bees, bulls, panthers, lions, bulls, horses. Horses. So repetition of sacred geometry, Egyptian priestess code, biblical resurrection symbol, headpieces, crown chakra seal. Red plus black equals root plus protection. Okay, her use of mirrors, twins, veils, gloves, and gold are ritual objects disguised as what? Fashion. So this is where you could also start going into the voodoo priestess thing and the colors over there in Africa, some of those belief systems, yada, yada, yada. Okay, timing is everything and never accidental. Okay, so y'all can take something away from these videos that I'm promoting right now. And I'm definitely already created a playlist for them. Just click on the channel, go to the playlist. It's going to be titled The 12 Laws of the Universe. And I'm going to go through all of these people. All right, so anyway, and I'm going to continue the Observant Evil podcast thing. So anyway, she drops near 8-8 Lionsgate Portal, Renaissance Tour. She releases near equinoxes, balance spells. Visual albums come out at midnight, the veiled thin hour of transformation. And pay attention, her public silence before release is the law of inspired action. So she's quiet, listening to that voice that I'm following. Anyway, she let the energy speak before the words do. I'm so glad I figured this out. All right, so law of compensation played in reverse. She gives you family values, empowerment, independence, right? But under the surface, she's moving as a control archetype, carefully crafted to be everything to everyone that mirrors the divine feminine, dark and light. It's why she can't pivot from church girl to boss witch to ancestral goddess. It's why she can't. She's not pretending. She's channeling. Do y'all understand? We all go through evolution. Some people change their names. Each name is a symbol, symbolic, represents different energy. Even I've done it. Whatever, right? Hide in plain sight. But anyway, Beyonce equals human tuning for it, okay? She doesn't chase the culture. She tunes in, then she harvests what she tuned, okay? Similar to these toxic red pill men and women who channel y'all suffering, bro. She's harvesting y'all suffering, and at the end of the day, they got lovers, they're rich, you're still poor, fat, and single. That's not magic. I don't know what is, but let's keep going. So if you understand what I just said without me saying it directly, then you're already decoding the matrix, okay? I can do this for other artists too. And we even write a TikTok breakdown and code a speech that pulls in millions of comments if I wanted to, all right? But this is the thing. All y'all got to do is say who's next.
Crazy how deep things can really be. I don't know. Everything is not. It's not by accident. It's on purpose. They know what they're doing.
Wait, why is your name so cute? Where does that come from?
I do ride. His name is Jerry.
Is that your government?
That's his real name. Jerry's not my government.
Wait, you guys like Yankee Montero? What's your name?
My real name? Rico.
Rico?
Yeah.
Like that's your real government?
That's my gov.
That's it.
Your name is Rico Jerry? Whoa. Rico, where you get Jerry from? Rico Jerry. Jerry's not my name. Yes, it is. That's how you telling me what my name is?
Wait, why is your name so cute?
Oh yeah, and to the people that want to check out more of his videos, it's right here at the bottom. Get your phone out. Get your phone out, man.
It's a nice day outside.
Thank you. I mean, shit. Fuck. You trying to fuck? I mean.
I had somebody in real life ask me, why don't you talk in real life like how you be talking on your social media platforms? And I told them, because the world doesn't like intelligence. Like, the world likes intelligence to a certain extent. Like, it helps you build things, helps you make more money, you know, things like that. But like deep intelligence, like existential, esoteric intelligence, the world don't like that shit. Like, you have to talk regular when you out in the world. You can't just be talking like this, like how I talk on my platforms all the time in real life. Because I want to help people as best I can. The best way I know how to do it is through my platform, and that's how I can truly fully express myself with no limits or boundaries. But in real life, I have to be more cautious about how I talk to people. I can't just talk to people like how I talk on my TikToks and on my Instagram. So that's why I'll feel a person out first before I maybe get to talking like how I be talking on my social medias. Other than that, I just talk like a regular individual because I still want to help people. But a lot of people, if they see that that's how my mind works, they're probably either gonna like demonize me or think something's wrong with me. But I still just want to be a helpful person. Even though people are just judgmental, I just want to help people in general. So I'll settle for being just a regular, helpful, good conversation person over a deep, existential, esoteric conversational partner, if that makes sense.
Just found out felons can't be selected for war.
I
have an idea. Just found out.
Don't send nothing, man. Don't send nothing my way. I'm gonna act like I got a disability.
One thing I learned yesterday, kind of had a little realization moment, is women, we need to be nicer to men. And I say that to say, if you want to be in a long-term relationship and actually be happy and have a long-lasting marriage, because that's the goal, right? I know in this generation people ain't getting married no more. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be a wife, okay? So that being said, long story short, no matter if I've realized while doing this older lady's hair yesterday, and she's disabled, but she's the sweetest lady ever, but she talks so kindly to her man, and then her friend calls her basically complaining about the fact that her man didn't go to work because, like, his car's in the shop, and she complaining about, just because your car's not in the shop doesn't mean you need to stay home. Girl, when I did live with a partner, regardless if he had the day off or he woke up and decided he didn't want to go to work, I was happy as hell. Babe, let's cuddle all day. I want to be in your skin. I will make you 3, 4, 5 plates. What do you want to eat today? That was me. That's what y'all need to be doing. Cater to that man, what Beyonce said. But I'm saying all this to say, we do really need to be nicer to men. Like, there is a way to talk to a man, to nurture a man. You will get so much more out of a man if you are kind to him. Like, you don't, women, y'all not getting it. That yelling, that nagging shit, don't get me wrong. If you have an issue, state said issue, we all fucking human, you're gonna have problems come up. But it's literally all about how you talk to that man. The fact of the matter is, it don't matter how fucking fine you are. If you treat that man like shit, if you make him feel small as hell, he will go to that slightly less attractive woman, whatever. Y'all need to build y'all character. Y'all need to come with some substance, more than beauty. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Let's do that.
I know that's true. You know, I'm out of there. Say goodbye. See you in another lifetime. GG's.
You don't need a healer.
Everybody saying they might come after me, bro. And I not know where we at. For real, for real.
See, that's why I trust him with my phone.
For real, for real. Travis Scott fan. I'm in Houston, bro. We know Travis Scott fans, bro. They not finna get active over here at all. You sign the NDA, no, I'm gonna talk as much as I want to.
No, this is big.
This is security from the documentary. Yes. I remember seeing you at Astroworld. You were the security with a beanie on, right? You seen me. First person I seen say that. You had a beanie on. You seen me.
What is he talking about? Hold on, I gotta do a little research so I can see.
When I say this show ended and I couldn't find no police, but I seen a bunch of ambulances pulling up. Like they was waiting outside the gates to come in, but they didn't want to come in until the show was done. So I'm like, what the fuck? They had like a back area where the police officers and only like concert workers, like, you know, security and stuff had access to. Y'all, it had like 200 police cars and police just standing back there like soldiers. I ain't trying to worry about nobody that's screaming for no help. Them people wasn't worried about them people. I'm steady helping people. I even tried chest compressions. I've never been trained in no CPR, none of that. I've never been no lifeguard, none of that. When I say this show ended and I couldn't find no police, but I seen no. The documentary, we shot that 2 years ago, by the way. A lot of y'all don't know we shot that 2 years ago. They couldn't pay us because if they would have paid us, if the people shooting the documentary would have paid us, Netflix wouldn't have gave them, you know what I'm saying, the platform like they did, because it would have been as if they paid us to say what we said. Yeah, we shot that shit 2 years ago. That shit, I was shocked on how long it actually took to come out. I really had stopped believing that it was even gonna come out. So I stopped telling people, because at one point I was telling people, because they was flying out here from London to shoot with us, and they actually flew out here twice.
Bro, them planes they be doing that on purpose. Them would be sentient planes. I don't care. Like, when you get to talking some good stuff, a plane out of nowhere just come around. Like, come on, man. That's not no coincidence.
Twice. Whenever you see me on side the bed or in that mirror putting on that security vest, that was them trying to get, like, I don't know if you ever seen FBI files and people reenact, you know, they had them reenactings, that the lookalikes. I was myself and my lookalike. But I had thought they was canceling it. Do you think Travis can see them? Yeah. 18 and up. I feel like.
All right, I'm gonna leave this here for y'all to watch.
Everybody questioning and everybody that seen me on Netflix. I guess it's time to talk about it. So this is how Astral experience really was for me and how raw this shit was. Because it did seem like they had to cut some of the stuff out. I guess, you know, to make sure everybody still fit, because it was a way more that I hadn't said. Now this is my first time ever been to a concert. Like, I ain't never been to no concert, like, and let alone to be working it, you know. This is my first ever. So that night, one of my partners posted on Instagram, who wanna work Astral World? Who wanna work security? I'm like, shit, bro, I'm level 3, level 2 security guard. I do what I need, you know what I'm saying? I need anything? He like, nah, you don't need nothing. Just bring your ID. When we get there, they ain't ask for our ID, but I'm like, bet. He sent me the number. I go down my call log trying to see who I can, you know what I'm saying, invite to come with me. And shit, only number poke out to me is my uncle. So I shoot the kite to him. I'm like, look, I got this number. Text this number. Let them know you want to work at show. We ain't hearing nothing back. They ain't saying nothing. They ain't texting, responding. But all I know is I done shot my shit and I'm just waiting. Boom. 2 or 3 in the morning come and they done responded. Be here with this address 5:30 in the morning. Well, they really said 6 o'clock, but I was there at 5:30. And I had a job, but I was hearing they was gonna be making $29 out of it, $30-something out, whatever the case may be. It was a big number. So I show up on time. I get there and ain't nobody there to be found. We don't really know where to go. So it took like probably 30, 45 minutes to actually find the company that we had texted that night or whatever and told us to come through. By the time we found them, it's like now it's after 6 o'clock. The sun came up because it was dark at 5:30. So boom, they got like 2 lines. They got a long line with like just like regular people, and you even got old women in this line, like young folks, and look like smokers and all that. Like, you know how a motherfucker me, y'all know how temp service work in Houston, when you just pull up early in the morning, and as long as you there early on time, you got a job, you know what I'm saying, with the right credentials. Me and my uncle in that line, and I'm like, oh no, buddy. See, I'm from the age, I know, so I'm telling them like, nah, we got to get out of this line. I'm looking over there at that line, and them niggas bigger, you feel me? And I hear them talking like, we the Gorilla Clique, we the Gorilla Crew, whatever the fuck they were calling themselves. I just knew that's where the money was. So boom, we go all the way to the front of the line. I done skipped everybody on guard. They tell you, I skipped everybody. Me and Unc skipped everybody. We the first 2 in the line. Soon as them boys get to hollering by, they put us in the door. They let us in the door. We was lying like nothing, but shit, after running our mouth, we got cool with the dudes that we was standing by, and these niggas didn't let us know, you feel me? Like, hey, it's finna be crazy. They finna be rushing the gates. Some of them ain't gonna have no ticket. If you ever let somebody in and they ain't got no ticket, you gotta be quick with it. If they handing you any type of cash, you gotta be quick with it. Yeah, they lacing us up. They gaming us, letting us know how this finna go. You feel me? So I'm really prepared. I'm really prepared. But they didn't. We didn't get inside. They didn't split me and Unc up. They got him over by the VIP gates, and they got me way. I'm on the other side of the NRG. I'm way by the parking. I'm where the fucking celebrities was parking and shit. So we had then like, you feel me, got separated, and I'm getting calls. So I was at the gate the first time that they come running, but they didn't come running knocking down no gates initially. Whenever they opened the gates, they came through, and everybody that had tickets was coming in. By the time they was brushing the gates, well, when they first rushed the gates, I wasn't right there. Unc was right there. When they first rushed the gate, that's when he broke his hand. I was still over by the parking where they was doing the parking for the VIP, for like celebrities and shit, where they was parking like, you know, the more high-end cars. As soon as I get the call that my uncle broke his hand, I took out. Well, I lied. I found a nigga, Mr. Joe, that we was working for the company. And I tell him, like, hey, my uncle broke his hand. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. He ain't trying to let me go. He say, nah, you station right here. You gotta stay right here. So the niggas I was working next to, I'm like, look out, y'all. As soon as Joe turn around, I'm finna boom. Been over there with Uncle. So boom, I took off. Get over there by the Unc now, and it had then died down, but he was getting seen by an ambulance, getting his arm wrapped, like for real. He had to really broke his hand. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? Like, this shit getting that crazy? Like, damn, it's getting crazy. But it's like a wild block party or something where, you know, we used to seeing, you know, people take out running or something in the hood from gunshots, or you know, when a brawl break out and you got 20 people fighting them. Yeah, you know, we used to that, but this wasn't even no fighting, bro. When I say they was coming through that bit like cows or some bulls, you fell on the ground, you was down there. They running this big old team of Samoans over, all them boys that like The Rock, they getting ran over. So, boom, me and Unc over there, Unc tired. Unc, he tired. They ain't stopping. They steady coming. They steady rushing and bumming the gate. I want to say 10 to 12 different times they done ran through them gates, and we don't know, you know what I'm saying, how many people done came in them gates. A lot of the times that we did have it under control, I was like, bro, y'all not even really taking this serious. Like, what's going on? You see the police standing to the side, lots of police. It was so many police. I don't even understand how they didn't even have it under control. So when everybody got talking about it wasn't enough police and all that, bro, it was so many motherfucking police out there, bro. They wasn't doing nothing. If you see...
So they was just sitting there doing nothing. And somebody in the comments saying, the fact that the police officer wasn't doing anything shaking my head, they definitely was in on it. Definitely was in on it for sure.
Most of that of us part where we was handling them at the gates and squaring up with them and stuff, that's because the police officers was literally letting us get ran over, letting us get, like, they got batons and all this, ain't doing nothing with them. Pepper spray ain't doing nothing with it. You see them boys getting ran over, you like, it ain't finna be me. And then where I'm from, I'm like, oh, no, it ain't finna be me. So when you see the squaring up, it look like fighting or whatever. It ain't no fighting, it's just us really true, just being ready. So, man, I'm like, man, y'all not really taking this serious. So I didn't really try to put my mind on try to making me some change while I'm there. Try to get as many people I in, get in free. You know what I'm saying? To make me a little change. And that's what I really kind of did. I made me a little change, I ain't gonna lie. Like, probably like $200. Ain't nothing no crazy number, nothing real crazy. But boom, from all of the interaction, me running over there, getting active, me and Uncle standing side by side, rocking out whenever that shit was getting crazy. The team that we was working for, when it got dark, like most of the performances was happening more midday whenever the sun was dropping. That's when they come get us, and they like, oh yeah, y'all coming with us. You know what I'm saying? My shin fracture from holding the barricades back, trying to keep the people off, Then Unc hand broke, but they done came and got us and said, oh, we want y'all on the team just because we still turned up. Because I'm still thinking about the money that's supposed to be made that day. By the time they come get us and we walking through the crowds, you see on Netflix where they show you the route that the fans and stuff had to take to get to the barricade for Travis' show. But before they was there, they was like in front of another stage watching the other artists. Because we had an escorted, when we got over there, we had an escorted Rowdy Rich, SZA, Lil Baby, and Travis got kids and Kylie Jenner now. We escorted them all the way through the big crowd, but that was once we got over to that side. So we backstage, we actually was on the stage with SZA and them. Like SZA was like probably the last performance before Travis. And we had to go the same way as the crowd. Like, so when they was piling up right there, we was a thin line going around the outside into the barricades, into the cross. So when we get over there, way before Travis even started performing, I couldn't find my uncle because we got split up again. But before he came out to perform, he had the countdown on the clock. And the countdown was countdown for him to come out, but they kind of cut off the fact that I said, yeah, I helped like 20 people out in that corner of that cross, but they cut off the fact that I said this was before Travis came out. Before Travis came out, bro, I had to help like 100 people. It was crazy before Travis even came out, so I didn't even understand how it even made it so far. But this was just when the plot twisted. This when it changed, because now they crazy block party effect when they brushing the gates and changed, because now you got all this demonic stuff going on, and I'm like, hold on now, what's going on? Like, this ain't right, but y'all come back for part 2, because that's when it's gonna get real. The only instructions that we had came from other workers that was working with us. Yeah, Live Nation. It's some more people, bro. It's like 8 different names on the lawsuit. Y'all can see that shit. That shit is public records. I mean, I really feel like, it started. If you ask me, you know, they say Live Nation had 2 people that was in control that could have stopped the show. Then you had Travis performing at the show. Travis could have put the mic down and walked off the stage.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Travis could have put the mic down, walked off the stage, and been like, hey, I'm not continuing this show until we understand what's going on out there with the people. Ain't no Travis fans saying nothing about that. Travis kept jumping around and humming. And this dude humming like, bruh, I don't even know where it came from. All I know is the Goosebumps song. I don't know no Travis songs. It wasn't no diss to Travis, but I didn't know no Travis song.
Yeah. He was out here. He was out there sacrificing people, man. For sure.
I will. Following these celebrities is gonna take most of y'all right to hell. I sat down and I watched that Travis Scott Astroworld documentary, and if y'all can't see that shit was a ritual, I don't know what's wrong with you. Mind you, I've heard so many different things about Travis Scott, but looking at that documentary, you got people actually saying this shit is evil. You got the stage looking like an upside down cross. You got people falling out. You got the shit on the stage looking like a portal. You had shit looking like demons just coming out of it. And ask yourself, why do these famous people glorify demons? Why is that? I know somebody, and I ain't gonna put his name out there, but he said, yo, when he met Travis Scott, he like, yo, his energy was off. He like, yo, like, it was like a pure evil energy. Like, it was dark, real dark. He said it was so dark that he didn't even want to shake his hand. And I say that to say, looking at that documentary, if y'all didn't notice what was going on when this shit was going on, something is wrong with y'all. These celebrities do not care about where you're going in the afterlife, but they are gonna take you somewhere. Y'all better pay attention to what these celebrities is doing, man, because a lot of them don't worship the God that you worship. And I'm gonna leave that shit where it's at. I'm gonna leave that where it's at. I'm out.
Single eyewitness account from people that I've seen on here who were at Astroworld are saying that there were definitely more than 10 casualties at this concert, and honestly, I believe them. The more you think about how many people were there and how many people have stories of near-death experiences, it's hard to believe that there weren't more than 10 casualties, so of course I had to look further into this. Now, before I talk exactly about how they may have reduced that number of reporting the mass casualties from this concert, I'm going to talk a little bit about this connection, and I'm sorry to bring Diddy into everything right now, but I can't help it because a lot of people don't know that Diddy actually became a household name in 1991 for doing this same exact thing, except he wasn't performing yet at all. He was just a promoter, and he oversold tickets to a celebrity basketball game that resulted in 9 people dying, and that is how he first became on TV and had to give an apology, except he didn't really apologize, just like this guy. So anyway, I was comparing these situations because at first I thought, wow, he really pulled a mass scale Diddy on this one, except the important thing to note here is that at the celebrity basketball game, which was the same type of event, it was a crowd crush that ended in people not making it out. They sold 5,000 tickets for a gymnasium that held 2,700 people. And 9 people didn't make it out of that crowd crush. And you're telling me that he sold or let in 50,000 people to an area that was good for 35,000 and only 10 casualties came out of that crowd crush? That's very, very hard to believe. Now, here's what I think may have happened. So there were a lot of injuries and hospitalizations that were reported as being a direct result of Astroworld, which was probably like the asphyxiation type things. Now, what I think is that, first of all, these are people who had tickets to legally be there, so they could be reported as this being from them entering that concert with a ticket. The other thing is that the medical examiner's report noted that one victim's passing was complicated by the rugs that was in their system. And as there was further investigation into this concert in 2023, there was a detailed report that came out from the police department noting that there was a mass casualty declaration at 9:38. Mass casualty. This is way before he brought Drake out and way before he ended the set. He didn't end the set until after 10 o'clock. Now, basically what this comes down to is that I think that if any of those people who passed away had something that came back on their toxicology report, it could have been misclassified. That's basically what this is saying. The HIPAA restrictions and legal authority, the medical examiner's report, which took weeks to finalize due to toxicology tests, is considered comprehensive. But an independent audit of autopsies could verify if additional deaths were misclassified. They waited all those weeks to get all of the toxicology reports back, and it's possible that those 10 people that they report dying as a direct result of this concert were people who had tickets and people who were sober. Isn't that scary? So pretty much
I once had a second date where I decided to pull out my impression of the old lady from SpongeBob when he's selling her chocolates. You know, the
What are they selling? Chocolates!
And needless to say, there was not a third date. So if you're wondering if that's the time to pull out your impressions, it's not. Maybe wait till like date 5 or something.
So pretty much every
Last year,
as a Medtronic partner,
last year was my first and last time ever going to the movie theater alone. I went to watch Wolverine and Deadpool. And look, I'm all for people going to the movie theaters.
As a Medtronic partner,
I never really understood when I was a kid and I'd ask for a ride why my mom would get upset with me. I know now. My 14-year-old sister asked me for a ride. She said, "Hey, can you come pick me up?" Gives me about 5 minutes. I get my jacket. I put on my shoes. I get in the car. I start driving for 2 minutes. She's calling me. "All my friends left. Are you here yet?" She's giving me 10-15 minutes to get there. It's 5 minutes later. Then I'm driving quick. I'm on my way. 2 minutes later, gives me a call. She says, "Don't worry, I've made it easier for you by walking closer to the house in the opposite direction that you're coming in." She didn't say that last part. I said, "Don't move! Don't move!" I get there, can't find her. I'm waiting for about a minute or two. There's a car behind me, so I have to move because I'm double parked. I find a spot from a distance, so I have to a legal U-turn. I can't find her because she's on her phone behind a gate like this. The car was right in front of her. Yeah, so I get it. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, moms of the world. I get it now. It's annoying. It's annoying.
Try this. You're gonna like it.
She comes in holding this. How much was this?
$5.
This was $5?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you. Where's the ice? Did it melt?
No.
No ice.
I don't drink all of that in one day. It lasts me like 3 days. So I just put ice in a glass and drink that. And then it makes it last a while.
You meal prep Starbucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you gotta protect your mind. And you gotta know it takes 3 minutes for your body to produce a hormone. Your thoughts produce chemicals. So you got a built-in CVS. You got a built-in pharmacy inside of your body. So when you think about something for 3 minutes or more, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. You said it. What's the word? What's the word?
Dopamine.
Dopamine. Your body is gonna produce that naturally. 3 minutes or more with a thought that can activate that in your body. And then that chemical, that hormone becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So create the world you want to live in because you're creating the world that you're living in. So create the world that you want to live in because you're creating the world that you live in. Everything. So only think things that you.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. Enjoyed that. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.